of a better word. You'd fought a couple of things, you'd blown the shit out of a couple of things, you'd accidentally set fire to a couple of things, and we are now in this room up here with Arentha and Trindek currently futilely trying to take a golden curtain rod down from a wall.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
In case you'd forgotten that was still a thing that was happening.
And there wasn't a button on it, and it was just flush with the wall. There's not, like...
Yep. Like, it's just... It is literally just, like, stuck to the wall. Like, it honestly looks like someone just put it up against the wall and it's just there now.
And there's not any, like, thing we can see that's sticking to it.
Did someone make an investigation check last time? I can't remember.
I have no idea.
I don't actually think...
Rejoining the game as player.
Oh, yeah, you should do that so you don't see things that I don't want you to see. But yeah, no, not that you saw. You didn't find any particular buttons or anything of the kind.
Wait, yeah, so we found a curtain, and we did a strength check, and we realized it was a rod.
Yeah.
Well...
And that it's immovable.
I'm not sure if you realized it was a rod or not. It's just, here's the thing that's in the wall, that's on the wall, and it's not coming off of the wall.
That's fine. Okay, Milady.
Have you considered asking someone who knows anything about magic to help you?
I mean, it's a curtain rod. Why do we want it? That's not what we're here for.
Yeah, but it's a weird curtain rod. Genre, do you want to take a look at it?
Okay, I will step away from the books.
Make an investigation check for me, if you would not mind, Jamra.
Okay. Sadly, I haven't spent any of my points yet, so I'm not able to determine its value. It's 14.
Best you can tell... you know what? Follow that up with an Arcana check.
Okay. 15.
Yeah, okay, so... There is nothing about this rod that, like, screams magic to you in the way that the helmet that you'd found earlier had. There's no identifying features, there's no scroll work, there's no gems, there's no really anything. It looks just like a golden rod that was holding up this tapestry, honestly. You don't see anything particularly noteworthy other than they can't get it off the wall.
But that is in and of itself noteworthy. Because it doesn't look as if it is supported.
Not that you can see.
That is noteworthy.
Can
And
Trinidad
it's made of gold.
swing at it with his axe?
You might have better luck.
He can certainly try.
Just attack?
Yep. Okay, roll that damage. So Trindex swings at it with his axe. It's a little tall for him, but kind of letting his hand slide all the way down to the very end of the axe. He does manage to hit it, and the axe sinks right in and hits off the stone. The rod has now been very effectively cut in half.
And it's still stuck there?
It has not moved. Oh, do I want to be a jerk about this? I don't know if I want to be. Yes, I do want to be a jerk about this. Do me a favor and roll me a d20. Just a straight d20, Arentha, if you wouldn't mind. Or Trindak, I'm sorry, if you wouldn't mind. Okay. So the axe goes in and he just pulls it back out. No issues.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like it is gold on the inside then.
Make a perception check with disadvantage.
I mean, he just cut it.
Yes, but it's like slicing a rod. Now the two ends of the rod are really close together.
I mean, they can't be. They cannot be farther, like closer together than the width of an axe blade.
They're not but it's still it's not like it bent or anything. It just went in and then out.
I cut it in a different section
Okay,
and
that
took
is
the
just
whole
like
piece
that is
off.
like a centimeter wide, but okay.
This is the curtain rod?
The tapestry rod, yes. Yeah, you unfortunately it's too close and it's too the shadows are casting weird things in there. You can't really see if it's gold all the way through or not.
Milady will pull out her hammers and say, would this be of any use?
Perhaps maybe you could try to chisel away at the stone around it.
Yes. And
Another way of making it for you to
Loxodons
do that.
apparently have really good proficiency with stonework.
Do they get proficiency with stoneworking tools?
I don't know. The Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica basically says that their knowledge of stone work is so ingrained that they don't know how to explain it. But
Hang on, I'm pulling it up.
Yeah. Oh, I recommend everyone use. I don't know if you guys know this, but it's called 5e Tools, and it's a fantastic website. Like,
It has literally everything. And organized very well.
and with filters, like, it's.
whoa!
I just discovered it the other day.
Yeah, so it doesn't.
Stone cunning.
You're right.
And yeah, you have proficiency with Mason's tools and history checks related to the origin of stonework. You have expertise on them essentially.
Okay, where are you?
Hold on,
seeing
I'm
that?
looking at. Hold on a second though. I'm looking at Loxodon right now, and that's not something that's
Am I
there.
seeing this from a different book?
You may be
That's
seeing this from a different book.
AR.
In
Where
the
is it?
Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica, that is not listed.
Oh,
as
this is from the Unearthed Arcana on the Loxodon.
That's what it is.
Ravnica.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, no,
it's just the info. The info on Loxodons in the Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica does say that their gift for stonework is so ingrained that they are often at a loss when they try to impart that knowledge
they stripped
to
out
others.
stone cunning though from the stat block.
Okay.
You know what we'll do? Here's what we'll do with this.
No, wait. Sorry, you know what we'll do.
Okay, so here's what we'll do for this. What are you trying to do right now, milady?
I'm just trying to figure out how that rod is attached to the wall and how to remove it. And
Do you actually have Mason's tools?
Nope.
Okay.
But I have cook's tools.
Yeah,
the
that's
bruise
only gonna
kit
help you here.
and an
Unless you
herbalism
want to try
kit.
cooking the stone, which you can certainly try.
I can make rock soup.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna have you roll. What are we gonna have you roll? Let's have you
Perhaps
roll.
the materials from a climber's kit be used to chisel away.
Yeah, I do have a pack. I just forgot to
You
fill
can
out what
certainly
I've got.
try. So, milady? What are you trying to do right now?
Okay, I was pretty far back, so I just want to look really carefully at what's going on right now with this.
Make an investigation check for me, if you would not mind.
Do I get advantage on that because of stone?
Not for this.
Okay. Shit.
Unfortunately, you don't. So there's nothing. First of all, there's nothing remarkable about the wall that you can see, and as far as you can tell, the rod is just placed up against the wall and is just there. You don't see any reason for it to be there. You don't see any. You have no idea why it's just there. It just is.
So it does not seem to be attached to the wall. Like, if in
Not that
the sense
you
of
can
it,
tell.
if it was attached, it would be more like glued.
Not that you can tell with that roll.
Okay. So I can't tell how it's attached to the wall.
Nope.
Okay. I'm
You
trying
see
to
it
really
as
hard
placed
not to
against the wall
metagame.
and is there.
Okay. Sounds good.
I cannot possibly metagame, so I have no idea what the fuck is happening. I am going to take my knife and try to, get on Turndack's shoulders, and I'm going to try to shave off a piece of the curtain rod.
Okay, roll me a strength check if you wouldn't mind.
I'm really good at that.
If it's gold, it's soft.
Yeah, if it's gold, it's soft. Fuck, where is it? Oh, there it is.
You're fine. You take your dagger and kind of scrape it along the thing, and the gold kind of peels off, and you can see underneath it is just plain metal.
I think this is gold all the way through. It's just the surface, so why do we want it? I don't think it's going to be very valuable.
I would like to touch it and think about removing it.
Okay, you do so.
Okay.
Can I like feel around the stone around it? Is there any like hidden buttons that?
Make an investigation check.
Oh my god, I'm so dumb.
Not that you can find.
Alright.
While this is ongoing, given that everyone is sort of clustered around this, I assume we're taking a short rest to examine these things.
Unfortunately, actively investigating things does not give you the benefits of a short rest. For that, you actually have to be literally doing nothing.
I know, that's why I'm doing it and not them.
You haven't really been there long enough, and also, Jomra, if you remember, you've been kind of like searching and trying to move the books while all this was happening. All of this has been going on in the past maybe 7-8 minutes.
Okay, let me rephrase. Do we want to take a short rest?
I would be alright with that.
We can take a short rest.
And, I mean, a short rest can include any activity that's not more strenuous than eating, drinking, reading, and tending to wounds.
That is true.
I don't know that looking at a curtain rod is...
Well, no, but trying to pull the curtain rod down and trying to mess with it is.
Hitting it
Okay,
with
but the books wouldn't be then.
No, the books would not be. That is true.
The point I'm trying to make is that I want to take the time that we are, that people are going to be messing around with this and try to identify the helmet.
Okay. And before we start the short rest, I would like to do something too. So.
As I recall, Jomra, you had already attempted to identify the helmet.
I mean with a spell.
Oh, you have the spell?
No, I was going to get Agate to help me wish for it.
Oh, right, because you have your thing. Okay, so yes.
Yeah.
I forgot you're doing your own thing.
Or Orentha, because it's her helmet right now.
Well, it's not on my head, so.
I think, technically speaking, right now it's on Serenixia's head, but...
Would
Yeah.
anyone like to be able to see in the dark for the next 8 hours?
Nyx also puts his hand up.
Alright, roll initiative to see who gets it first.
Ah!
Oh, God. This is gonna...
For us, it's just a straight D20 roll because we have the same modifier.
Cool.
Well, I just rolled initiative.
Okay, so Nyx can get it first. You have dark vision for the next 8 hours.
Thank you most kindly, Milady.
And then is anyone else... I think Cyrenixia has dark vision and Trindak has dark vision, correct?
I have dark vision.
Okay, cool.
Everyone except for the human and the changeling should have dark vision.
I don't have dark vision, but I do glow.
That's true. Which technically should mean that you get disadvantage on all your stealth checks, but I'm not being that much of a jerk.
Because his hair is so stylish.
Oh, absolutely.
That's entirely a flavor thing right now, but it is the first thing that
It's
my
on
niece
the
Afridi
Yeah.
the ability to glow in the dark.
Yep.
Alright,
Okay, so
I'm
short
cooking.
rest is happening.
Milady sits down and brings out a pot, a very tiny pot, and then starts making food.
Please tell me she uses Jomra's head as the fire.
No.
I can produce a flame for her to work with, if she would like.
She has flint. She's really good at using it.
Excuse me.
So, like, she starts just doing that.
Excuse
Yes.
me?
Yes.
Could you please not do that in the room with the very old books, please?
I suppose.
Thank you.
And Milady will get up and go to the opposite corner of the room, or possibly just outside here in the hallway. I can't move her because I'm panning. down here at the bottom of the stairs. Really quickly, so would people rather have more temporary hit points? A d4 added to strength or a d4 added to dex? And we can do multiple one of those. I was just potentially going to make another thing so that someone else can have dark vision too. So I can make 4 recipes.
Are those added to ability checks or to like actual stats?
To ability checks and damage rolls.
Boy, I'd love Dex.
Dex.
Yeah, I think Arantha and
Dex.
Nyx are gonna vote for the Dex and the Dark Vision here.
I
Yeah,
don't even need
Dex.
dark vision. Just give me
Yeah,
Dex.
screw
So
dark
if you
vision.
don't want, okay, so I can make 2 of those. And do we want any temporary hit points?
Yeah, that's also useful.
Okay, so 2 temp hit points and 2 d4s. Does that sound good? Or 3 and 1 or
yeah.
something. Awesome.
That'd be great.
Cool. Shoot, didn't mean to do that. I just need to figure out how exactly to.
Would you like to stay for dinner? Would you like to stay forever? That's my baby. This is awesome.
Arenta. Oh no. Who currently has the hat?
I believe Sarah Nixia does at the moment.
You get to our
I'm not gonna mime the conversation out between myself.
Okay,
I
so
will request that Serenixia. I will ask Serenixia if she wants to know what the helm does. Serenixia will reply that she does, and I will grant her wish over the short rest.
casting comprehend or casting identify on the helm. You discover that it is in fact a helm of comprehend language.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's really cool. That's really useful.
Sarah, remember you can roll hit dice to gain HP back.
Oh yeah. How
And
many
you add your con modifier to it when you roll it.
I do this?
You can choose the number of hit dice that you have, which at this point you should have 4d8 hit dice. You can choose to roll any number of those you want, add your constitution modifier, and then you're good.
Why would I
calculate-
let? Why would I roll less than 4 if I have 4?
Because you spend them and then you don't get them back until you go to sleep tonight. So if you get hurt again and you use more healing than you needed to, you won't be able to heal.
I get it. So you can't heal past max.
No,
Yeah.
you can never heal past max, and also you currently have a pool of 4 d8s that you can roll over a period of a short rest. The idea being, if you take multiple short rests because you get damaged multiple times, the more you roll initially, the less you can heal later.
I mean, that being said, it's rare to take more than one short rest.
Hey, that's perfect. That is actually
then-
that is exactly at my hit point maximum.
Perfect.
Oh, okay. So another thing, Sarah, is that it's sometimes useful to just roll one at a time because whatever your constitution modifier is, you add that on. So what's your con modifier? 0. Great. Never mind.
There you go.
So you're good.
Yep.
Oh yeah, she's a child.
Okay. So,
She
the
needs
short
to
rest
eat
has been
more
taken.
Wheaties.
All abilities that regenerate over short rests are regenerated. And for the sake of expediency, we will presume that normal short rest things just happened. The food Milady cooks has been cooked. Who's getting what?
That's a during combat thing, just because
I see.
they only last 1 minute.
I see. Okay.
She's a buffer.
So, then we
Like
shall...
the one thing that lasts 8 hours, Nix, you have dark vision for 8 hours after I gave it to you, so 7 hours left.
Okay. So,
Good
Here, let me just. That's what you've got.
okay, cool. Oh, of course, it's a carrot. Okay, that's beautiful.
Good. It seems as if the that the metal is just gold, right?
Say it again?
It seems as if the metal of the rod that you are messing around with is just gold. Trinda cut through it fairly easily. Why don't we just shave off the material that is you know, just on the edge of the wall, and then take the remainder of the rod. I mean, Prendak, you've already cut it in half. Like, it's not as if...
Okay. Trindak will try and put the axe between the wall and the rod and go down, and he will do that well on Arentha's shoulders.
So what is Trindak trying to do right now?
So imagining the rod is circular.
Yeah.
And the wall is here. Can he like wedge his axe in this, like here, and just try and get between it?
He can certainly try. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do about this. Do me a favor and roll for me a dexterity check for Trindak, if you would not mind.
Oh no. Oh my god, 3 of his stats are 10.
He is the most ordinary man in the world.
Okay.
It's all his mental stats.
So that does manage to get the axe somewhat in between. And he pushes it up. And he wiggles it and nothing happens.
Okay.
Why don't you try to cut the gold, like I said? So...
Yeah, you said the gold between the wall and the rod.
Yes. What you are doing, Trindak, is you have stuck your axe between the wall and the rod and are now trying to cut whatever's holding it there. And that's not going to work. But if you place it just a little bit on the edge of the gold and then cut through the gold is a very malleable metal. As you have shown when you just clove through it with your axe.
Alright, you flaming bastard, I'll try.
Well, funny story about that. Actually,
Amazing.
as Trindak attempts to pull the axe free from where he wedged it, it doesn't move.
Wait, what? Oh. Can I?
I do know what this is.
Can I
that's why I
start
was,
walking?
But Jammer didn't, so he couldn't shout for you to stop when you said you were going to do that.
Mike's gonna be so mad.
Well...
We lost his knife. No, I think...
Can I just ask, is there a way to pull it out? Does it matter if I make strength check?
I mean, you could certainly try.
Make a strength
Just
check.
keep trying and take 20? Or is that not something that happens?
I mean, you can certainly try. Yeah, it doesn't budge.
Orentha,
Yes.
would you mind coming with me through the tunnels?
Sure. And I leave Trindak hanging on his axe.
And I'd love for the two of us to just figure out if there's any way to get to behind the wall.
Well, the only way that you haven't gone yet is over here.
Which way? Sorry.
Right here. Down the stairs. That's the only way you have not gone yet.
Yes, I
Head
would
over
like
here.
to go that way.
Okay.
And
We're
the
going
left.
off.
We're going on an adventure.
Okay. So where are you guys going? Show me, real quick.
I don't know. Where are we going?
Just this way.
And that was how they died.
I took a buddy.
Okay.
I'm just gonna shout back to the group, hey, if we're not back in a minute, we're dying.
Hey.
Jenga. Okay. So Milady, you make your way down the
Travel.
stairs. And let me just reveal. It opens up into... Or actually, no, it doesn't open up, because you get right down here, and right where that ends, there is what appears to be a set of double doors.
Milady would like to inspect them and see if they open without touching. Like, just sort of seeing if there's a lock or if there's anything on top. Just sort of very carefully looking.
Hold on a second, I need to double check something really quickly. The exact wording of a thing. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Don't know, friend.
Oh, there it is. Okay, you do not see a lock. And it's a door. I mean, it just looks like a door.
What is it made out of?
It looks like it's just made out of solid stone.
Can I put my ear against it and see if I hear anything on the other side?
Make a perception check for me, if you would not mind.
Nice.
You don't hear anything on the other side of the door. It is completely quiet.
Do you want to open it?
Yes.
You shouldn't open
I should not open it.
it. Definitely. And I'll put my hand on the door.
I put my hand on the other door. 1, 2,
2,
3.
3.
Nothing happens.
Ah, damn it!
Alright. Would we have figured that out? That it's a pull door rather than a push door, just for the sake of, like...
No, it's a well, first of all, it is a pull door, but second of all, even when you pull it, nothing happens.
That would be the second time that happened in this campaign.
No, the point is, when you attempt to open the door, it does not move.
God. Great. I really want someone to be charmed.
Like Trindak, so he can kill me?
I can fix that.
Should we head back?
Yes. I do not believe this will move easily.
While they're away, I take out a knife and I place it not against the little area, but against the actual metal at the end, and I just start trying to separate that part of the gold out from the wall.
You discover something similar to what Agate did, that the gold on this rod is in fact only some sort of coating around it, and the rest of it is some other kind of metal.
Really?
Indeed.
Can I try to determine what that metal is made of?
Make a straight intelligence check for me, if you wouldn't mind. Do you have wait, actually, before you do that, do you have proficiency with stoneworking tools?
No.
Or jeweler's kit?
No.
Okay, so yeah, straight intelligence check.
4.
You have no idea.
Well, this is not even worth anything. It is not even gold.
You gotta make sure to take that handle off the great axe. The magic handle.
Oh, yeah!
I walk away, leaving Trindak hanging there as well.
Trindak, get down.
But my axe.
Yeah, I think this is some sort of magic. I don't think your axe is coming back.
Oh, God.
No, we can fix it.
Sorry, Mike.
I'll go over and I'll pull out a file, and I'll just start, like, filing down the very edge of the blade where it is encased in the...
That is going to take quite a while.
I mean, all I need to do is file away the... Like, all I need to do is make it brittle enough along that edge that section is going to come off when it's pulled. Because while whatever is attached...
I don't know if you've ever tried filing metal before, especially on a surface that wide and smooth. That is going to take a very long time.
I mean, the contact point is, like, less than an inch.
Yes, but this is also a particularly strong axe blade.
Okay, well, it's 30 gold pieces, so we'll just get him a new axe and keep the magic handle.
Okay, we'll pop off the magic handle then.
Okay.
And he'll put it on his hand axe.
Okay. Fair enough.
So what's with this magic handle?
It's the bone handle.
It drives you slowly insane. It's Jax.
I wasn't there for that.
It's in the write-up.
I missed it.
Okay. It's it was the bone handle that they found that the captain had on his cutlass.
Ah, okay.
Oh. Well, that was a time and a half. You're gonna have to say what that thing was when the session's over, because I'm very curious.
What thing was?
The rod.
Oh. Okay, so...
secrets will be revealed when the session is over.
I suppose that we're finished with this then.
We'll say that around this time, Arentha and Milady arrive back at the group.
Do we have Trindek's axe off the wall now, kind of?
Nope, the axe is still very much in. Well, if he's just pulling the handle off, then no, the axe is still very much embedded in the thing.
The handle's off.
The handle is off. Yes, the handle just pops off really easily.
I'm sorry, Trindek, but I think we probably should move on.
A
nice stick.
That way, and he'll like try and fit it onto his hand axe.
It works. It just.
But that axe has obsidian running through it.
This is what
Milady?
Jaeger characters.
Will sort of, yeah, fair. Milady will pull out one of her hammers and start trying to hammer the axe blade back down.
Wait, what is she trying to do?
I have 2 hammers, light, and I want to try and hammer the axe blade down.
Make a strength check.
I feel like it's also partially dexterity, but okay.
I don't suppose I could retcon and say he used his hand axe.
It doesn't budge.
Well, I'm not doing one hit. I'm doing many small ones.
I know. It still doesn't budge.
Just checking.
Okay.
Can we move on?
Can I retcon and say it was a hand axe so Mike doesn't lose his special axe?
Because you're Jaegering, I will allow this, yes. We'll say it was a hand axe and not the special great axe. I will allow this. We're not gonna steal Mike's signature weapon when he's not even here. That's kind of a dick move.
Oh, you're going to your sister's birthday?
Yep. We're not going to do that.
Here
anyway.
I come!
Anyway,
Milady would like to look at Jamra sort of to the side and be like, I wish this blade was not stuck there any longer.
He gives you a sideways look. Yes, I think we all wish that.
Okay. And Milady's just gonna keep
That's
walking.
not how that ability works. If that was how that ability works, that'd be broken as fuck.
Milady has no clue.
That's fair.
She's
That's
seen
not
it happen
why he
once.
reacted that way.
I'm just saying.
Yep. Anyway, so yes, you are all
I'm
back
playing
in this
my
room
character.
I didn't say anything.
No, but Ryan did.
I did. I'm being a jerk. It's okay.
So, we found a door that did not... at the end of the hallway, down there. I didn't even think to... Oh, it didn't have a lock. Maybe some...
There was no lock.
No. No lock.
But it wasn't opening, I take it?
No. We both pushed and pulled.
Well, then I suspect it is held shut by some form of arcane means in that case.
There is still one chamber we have not examined. Over here. Perhaps, perhaps there is some other means of entry.
Let's go check it out.
Okay.
So what chamber are you pointing at? I missed that.
The one over here.
By the entrance?
Oh, I see. Okay, so you make your way over there.
As I do, Jamra gives some serious side eye to Milady. I'll be right back.
As you're moving?
Yeah. I'll be right back.
He's checking her out.
I feel like he wouldn't do that.
I mean, you don't know.
Given that, like, on a meta level, that he didn't notice my character.
Maybe he's taking more notice now.
I think I'm 2 feet taller than he is.
You're 2 feet taller than everyone in the party. Except for Trindek, who you're 3 feet taller than.
And I think Cyrenixia, who I'm only a foot taller than. Oh, that's weird, not being able to see their lengths.
Okay.
Ha! Everyone has a token, except Solaris.
That can be
Alright.
fixed at a later date.
Yep. If she ever plays again. Alright, so what were we doing in this? Are we just gonna keep exploring?
That is up to you.
I would like to keep exploring.
Okay. You move into this room.
Cool. What do we see in here? Sorry, I read
It
that I covered
is
you.
a completely empty room.
Oh, I don't trust that.
Feel the walls.
Feel the
Okay,
floors, feel the ceilings.
Okay, make an investigation check.
What is with these rolls?
Jeez.
See if there's like any traps or anything on the floor by like taking my tail and like taking the flat end and just like tapping it against tiles and seeing if there's like any movement.
Okay, investigation check from you two.
I love that you tried twice around that. You're like, no.
One is Trindak.
Does Trindak have the same? Oh, I see.
A 5
Oh
was
wow, guys!
We're
We're
doing
not,
great.
we're not doing good.
Wow.
We're doing great. We've got
Boy,
this.
if I wanted to kill you guys, I could have. Boy, if I wanted to kill you guys, I could have killed you real easily in this room. Fortunately for you, there doesn't appear to be anything particular that stands out about this room. There is another passageway to what looks like another room over here. The walls are covered in similar kind of carvings. They look similar to the carvings you found in the room with the teleportation circle over here. They appear to be mostly decorative. They are sort of elaborate. Milady, I'll give you this one. Whoever made this knew their stuff when it came to stone carving.
Okay.
Sorry, these carvings are in this room?
Yes.
And these, you said they were similar to the ones in the other room?
Yes, not the ones in the teleportation circle, but the ones that are just kind of decoration on the walls.
And are they like... Can you just tell me again what they're like? Are they like...
They look like sort of concentric circular patterns.
Interesting.
They're very... How do I put this? It's very much sort of various circular objects where one flows into the next, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think I understand what you mean.
Is it Gallifreyan?
No, but that's actually not entirely far off in a weird way.
Put on the hat. Wait, no, Serenixia puts on the helm of comprehend language.
Okay.
Did you read it?
It is unfortunately not a language, so there is no.
That was a really good thought.
That was a good thought. I'll give you that one.
Would I recognize the sort of any signatures of who would have made this stonework?
Make a history check for me if you wouldn't mind.
I mind. Fuck!
Oh my god, guys!
We gotta get him out before we beat the dog.
You don't recognize the style so much, but you do. I'll say this. The patterns you're noticing in here, you think you may have seen in other parts of the city that tend to be older or built on older elements.
Okay. Theory about there being a previous sort of structure here before the city was built is growing stronger.
To quietly peek my head around this corner and like look down the next hallway, but stealthily.
Okay, make a stealth check.
I've done this before and I almost got set on fire.
Almost.
Okay, You peek down, and you see it appears to open up into maybe another room. You're not entirely sure from where you are.
Guys, there's something else over here. I can't really see what it is.
Jamra,
do you want to fly Hamid through it?
Sure.
Okay. Hamid flies through and into the next room. Looking around, you can see it looks very similar to the last room you were in, but this one, you notice that on the wall over here, on this side, there is what looks to be some sort of stone shelf of some kind that kind of juts out at about a little bit taller than waist height. There doesn't appear to be anything on it that you can see, but it's definitely a new sort of element of the room that is different from this one.
Okay, so it's just a stone shelf, waist height, and it's on this wall?
No, it's on this wall.
This wall. Okay.
Hamid also sees that there is another hallway that branches off this way.
Okay, Milady would like to inspect the stone.
Make an investigation check.
Why did I double click? A good roll!
The shelf itself appears to be covered in what looks like broken pieces of stone. Looking at them, you kind of pick them up and turn them over, and you see that they're definitely carved in some way, but you're not entirely sure what. Some of them appear to have like sort of a smooth, curved edge to it. Some of them appear to be more straight. It's interesting. It looks like you're looking at pieces of something. You're not sure.
How many parts of how many stones make up the shelf?
The shelf itself appears to be just one solid slab of stone.
Okay. Okay, so then I misunderstood. What am I looking at? It's a shelf, or is it like a...
It's a shelf. It's a shelf, but not in terms of just one thin slab. It's like an entire slab that goes out from the wall and then down to the floor. But you do notice...
So it's basically like a filled-in fireplace in terms of shape?
No, it's almost like there's a box of stone that is just up against the wall.
Got it.
Like a counter.
Like a counter. Very similar to like a kitchen counter if you think about that, except solid stone. And with that investigation check, Milady, I'll give this one to you. It is the counter itself, both the horizontal and vertical surface are perfectly smooth.
Huh.
And then you said there were artistic motifs and stuff, and it looks like it was
similar to the ones that you found in the room you just came from.
And where are those?
On the walls.
On the walls around, but the box...
as you're doing that, though, the other thing you notice, Milady, is on the counter and kind of scattered around, there do appear to be shards of... maybe it's glass? You're not sure.
Ooh. Can I look more closely at that?
You do, and you can see that the surface of one side is very dull, but the other one is... As you kind of reach down and you pick up one of the shards of glass and you turn it over, the other side of it is very reflective.
I think a mirror broke here.
I think you're probably right. I'm gonna go look at the countertop and look for blood or any liquid. This seems sacrificey.
Make an investigation check.
For some reason, I was thinking.
How wide is the top?
It's the entire width of the chamber, so about 15 feet.
Oh,
okay,
Jesus,
but
we get all our good rolls in one shot.
So here we go. There is no you find no sign of any sort of dried blood or any other form of or anything like that, but you do see that there are certain parts of the counter, if you will, that appear somewhat more weathered than others. You're not sure. It's like parts of it are much smoother and parts of it are much rougher, almost as if parts of it were handled more. You know how when you're in a tunnel and the walls are completely smooth because of how frequently they've been touched. It's like that on the counter. Parts of it are like that and parts of it aren't.
Very carefully take both my hands and put them on the smooth parts.
Okay. The stone is cold to the touch and feels like stone.
But how, like, so lengthwise it's like 15 feet, but widthwise, how, like...
It juts out about 3 or 4
you.
feet from the edge of the
panel?
wall. Say that again?
Oh, I have an idea. On the mirror, I would like to cast mending.
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh.
You pick up two pieces of you pick up a piece of glass and you cast the spell on it, and a number of the other pieces of glass sort of shudder a little bit and then fly and attach themselves, and you are now holding... It's still a jagged chunk of glass, but it's now, as opposed to just being a little sliver, it's now probably 6 inches in diameter and very roughly circular.
Interesting.
If we look to the mirror, does our own reflection stare back at us?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Does it look like there are any notches or places around here where that jagged piece would fit in?
Because of the 2 natural 20s Agate rolled on that investigation, I'll say make an investigation with advantage, please.
Okay.
I see all.
Heart of the cards. 19.
Hey.
You look on the wall.
The one time we don't need it.
You look on the wall behind sort of above the counter, and what you do notice, actually, that you didn't notice before, is that there appears to be a hole drilled into the wall about maybe 3 or 4 feet off of the top of the counter.
Okay.
Maybe that's where the mirror used to hang.
Does it seem shaped for the mirror?
It's not. It's a very small hole. It looks like there was something that was drilled in there originally.
Oh, like it was hanging there.
Is there any difference in the coloration of the stone where the mirror would have been?
Is this someone's freaking bathroom?
With that investigation check that you got, Jamra, I will say that yes, there is an area that it does appear somewhat less discolored, a little bit less discolored than the rest. Not by much, but there is a little bit of a noticeable.
That was Orentha or Trindeck.
Oh, I'm sorry, Orentha.
It's whatever. Is there a... Does it... What... So you said parts were, smoothed out from touching it. Are they all, in one area? Was it consistently used in one area?
It does appear to be, yes. Almost like the center of the counter, for lack of a better word, is less used than the sides of it were. So, hold on. So the area right here is less used, and the areas to either side of it are more used.
Interesting.
Go to one corner and say, Arantha, why don't you go to the other corner? We both touch it.
Okay. You place your hands on it. Smooth, cold stone.
This is frustrating. Guys, maybe we're just making a lot out of nothing. First we found a curtain rod, and it was probably just an ordinary curtain rod. And now we found a vanity, and it's probably just a normal vanity.
Can I have Hamid peer in this room? Do I see a little toilet and perhaps a half bath?
Funny you mentioned that.
Oh no!
When you peek your head in, is again a similar room with the similar carvings on the walls, and right about... Hold on, where is it?
Oh no!
There we go. Let me just do a thing really quickly. Yeah, right about here There's a noticeable hole in the floor.
God damn it. God damn it.
We're in
Amazing.
someone's bed.
Go up to
How?
the hole and like drop a ball bearing down it.
Okay. Drop it down. 1, 2.
Jeez.
Was it like a wet or a dry?
Oh, it was a wet.
Seriously?
Great. Does the room smell?
What?
Smell like ass.
No, actually, it does not. Even a little bit.
So that probably connects somewhere else. But
Interesting.
I think bathroom theory is strong.
Is there anything else in this room?
Not that you can see.
Not like
I'm
a
gonna.
couple of highlights magazines.
Yeah, there's a Vanity Fair in the corner. You just missed it.
Oh. I'm gonna peer down the hole. I'm just gonna look down it with my dark vision.
Okay. As far down as you look, it just is empty. Just what looks like almost a stone chute of some kind, and then it just disappears into blackness.
No stains on the side.
I make no comment.
This is probably just a bathroom. You know, everyone poops. Alright, I'm gonna see if there's.
Someday.
DM, was there any furniture here?
No, there was not.
So, okay, and then the tapestry, did that look valuable or just like?
The tapestry itself? I mean, well, no, there was no tapestry. You mean the tapestry that was all the way back here?
Yeah.
That tapestry was basically just threads at this point. There was not there really any tapestry left.
Got it.
So why would someone, if somebody moved out, why would they take all of their furniture here?
I
and
think
then-
this was looted.
But the books weren't taken?
The books were not
Well-
valuable.
Really fragile too. They may have tried to take a couple like we did and realized it wasn't worth it.
Or possibly whoever lived here once upon a time felt the need to beat a hasty retreat.
I feel like someone with that many books and a tapestry like that would think that was the most important thing. Would they
Yes,
not?
but which is more important, your possessions or your life?
It depends on the man.
True enough.
Depends on the possession.
Also true. Well, I don't think that staying in the privy any longer than we need to is going to be helpful. But if anyone needs to go, then, well, there is a dank hole.
I don't like the use of the word dank in this context.
Oh, I love the use of the word dank in this
Makes me
context.
uncomfortable.
It's the accurate usage as opposed to our modern colloquialisms.
Oh, hi. This is a dank room.
It is.
Hotboxing the bathroom.
Oh boy.
With the picture.
Yes. Oh.
The smoke rises.
Okay.
Ah.
We're leaving.
I quit.
It's a good session, guys.
Yep, great.
Yep.
Good to see y'all. Glad
So you
we-
leave,
Made any dick jokes yet?
and you make your way out.
I made one about
Where
Trindek's
are you going?
handle.
So where are you going?
Well, there is only one way, correct? There's just
does-
the-
could continue
only
trying the
one way
doors.
left that you have not unexplored.
The
On the
door.
stairs, I guess.
Okay.
But perhaps our friend the thief would be able to.
I can certainly take a look at it. Nyx will move up to the door.
He's good at getting into places he shouldn't be.
Oh, if you only knew.
Now I'm uncomfy.
Nope.
Amazing.
Nyx examines the door. No obvious way to open this that I can see. I suspect it might be held shut by arcane means, though that is hardly my particular area of expertise.
I'm
Can
gonna
you
hit
see the
the
hinges of the door, since it's a pull door?
Actually, no, you don't.
Wait, then how's it a pull door?
He said it was a pull door.
That's a great question,
No,
isn't it?
then
I'm gonna hit it with an Eldritch Blast.
And
Okay,
usually,
roll to attack.
I feel like the
Nope,
the
so
hinges
it's
are
already said.
usually on the pull side. That's why.
They
yeah,
are. You're right.
they are.
But you don't see hinges.
It can't open if
Well,
there
I mean,
aren't hinges, unless the whole door is
Super
magic.
magic door.
Yeah.
Okay, you hit. Roll for damage. The Eldritch Blast goes slamming into the door with a muffled and there is a black and charred mark on the stone, but aside from that, there does not appear to have done any significant damage to it.
The door is made of stone.
Yes.
Oh, didn't know that.
So,
That'll be.
Is there a line running down the center?
There is.
Is it flush with the ceiling and floor?
It does appear to be. There are handles on each door. That's how you know it's a pull door.
Can I take a look at like the walls? Is there anything on the walls that looks like pullable or anything?
Make an investigation check. The walls here appear to simply be smooth stone. There doesn't appear to be anything particularly interesting about them.
Is there any groove within the doors that I could exploit to push them open? Like not. Or are these just two great big slabs of stone?
They kind of look like two great big slabs of stone, honestly.
My back hurts.
Would you be able to put...
Wait, Milady, why don't you take a look at it? You're good at rock things.
Yes. Where would you like me to look?
Genre, would you be able to put Hamid on the other side?
Ooh.
Can I create him in an area that I do not see?
I mean, isn't that how
That-
familiars work?
Is
I
a
don't
great
know.
question. Let
I
me
am
double
looking-
check the wording.
I am consulting the great mysteries.
Usually if they...
You can
bamf
temporarily dismiss it. You can cause reappear in any unoccupied space within 30 feet of you. Yes, I
So
can.
yes, you can.
Holy
Okay.
crap! That's so much better than I. This is incredible.
Wow, guys.
Familiars are great.
Aren't they just- So, you
Yes.
bamf Hamid out of
Mine's
existence,
dead.
and then bamf him in on the other side of the door.
Yeah.
Hamid is revealed standing in a relatively rectangular chamber. The thing you immediately notice, Jamra, as you look through Hamid's eyes, is this area appears much more lived in than the area that you had left. There is a very colorful rug that straight up says "Welcome" on it, right in front of the door. There is a desk off in this corner with flowers on it that I couldn't find a good thing for, so I didn't have one. And the other thing that you do notice that is very different is there are what appear to be some sort of light sources. They look like lanterns, but the closer you look at them, Jamra, through Hamid's eyes, the more you realize that inside is not fire, but what appear to be weir lights. Similar to dancing lights. You've seen these kind of lights before. They were used somewhat frequently in the City of Brass.
That's very cool. This number one, he is clearly a man of wealth and taste, and also those are quite valuable. So the door is still there, though. It's not just an illusion that.
Yes, there is still in fact a door.
Okay. And do I see any other doors to this chamber?
You don't see any other doors, however, you do see that there are two passageways, one branching off here and one branching off here.
Do I see, given that Hamid is right there, what would he see down this passageway?
Down this passageway, he sees that it goes down and then hooks around.
Okay. Is there a handle on the door, or like a little latch, maybe? Or
As you turn around and look, no, this appears to be just two great slabs of stone. You recall also there are handles on the side you guys are on.
No, no, I understood that. I more meant like a little chain that said
No, you do not see anything
fortune
like
is.
that.
And no buttons.
Okay.
Make an investigation check
Ooh.
Come on,
for
Hamid.
Hamid, not you.
Okay. Give me 2 seconds to look up Hamid's thing. Fortunately, I put him on our
Owls,
wiki.
I believe, have an intelligence of 3.
But he's not an owl.
I'm in his. Wait, but I'm in his mind.
He's a falcon.
It's still you're still because you're not the one who's actually able to touch the things. You would be using Hamid's stats for this rather than yours. If it was
Okay.
perception, I'd give you the owl stats, but I'd give you your stats instead of the owls. But because it's investigation, it's got to be the owl.
Why is he an owl? Isn't he a falcon?
He's not. He's
He was
not.
skinned onto an owl. I thought.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
okay, okay.
falcon is flavor. Okay. So that's. Oh, 15.
Wow.
There are no distinguishing features either on the door or on the walls next to the door that you can see.
I will relay this to the party. And then I will have Hamid continue to scout. Maybe he'll find like something somewhere.
All right, where is he going?
He can see this one, so he's gonna fly down this hallway, being stealthy.
Okay, make a stealth check for the owl, please, who I believe has advantage on... Or no, I think he gets a bonus to stealth checks, doesn't he not?
He is proficient.
Yes, that's what I thought. So yes, make a
Does his
stealth check for the
proficiency
owl.
bonus increase with mine?
For familiar, I don't think... Wait, is that how owls work? Hold on. I didn't think that was how owls worked.
I think they just get advantage.
They don't
yeah,
have.
I think...
They don't get anything on stealth. My question is, does a familiar's proficiency reflect their master's proficiency? That's my only question.
I don't think so.
No, they just...
Okay.
Owls just have a flat plus
Plus 3 then.
stealth checks.
Okay, 18.
Okay. Hamid flies down, sees that the tunnel bends around again,
Okay.
comes through here, and ends at a door.
Okay. So no door there.
Unlike the other doors that you saw, this door appears to be made out of wood.
Ooh.
Okay, and that's the only thing he sees down this hallway.
Indeed.
Okay, he's gonna go back this way then.
Okay. Down this hallway, it continues down. Branches off to the right again. However, there is yet another wooden door over here.
Okay, wooden door here, nothing on this wall.
This wall actually continues up to another tunnel, which branches off down this way, ending in a third wooden door over here.
At this area where the tunnel meets the stone wall over here, does there appear to perhaps be a secret passage?
Make an investigation check with the owl stats.
Fuck. Two.
There does not appear to be anything but smooth stone wall.
Okay. Maybe I should fly past it really quick so I can use perception instead. In that case, so there's nothing back there. It's just the doors. I'm gonna bamf Hamid back to me then.
Okay. He
Um,
poofs back out of existence and back to existence on your shoulder.
So there's 3 doors down, 2 passages. The wall gets very close to the troglodyte room on this side over here. Perhaps the whole door is a decoy, and we could maybe there is some way to get through over there.
Up through the wall or something.
I suspect it will be easier to cut through the door if we must cut through, but
Milady would like to knock on the door.
Hard sound of stone.
Okay.
Their doorbell.
Not that you can see.
I'm gonna wander over to the side then and try to examine this section of wall. Like this
Okay, make an
area.
investigation check.
Okay. 20.
You do not find anything. That is just a hard-packed earth and stone wall.
Is it? So, but it's earth.
Oh,
Do I think it would be easier to cut through that than to get through the
Through
door?
the wall, yeah.
You could certainly try.
Okay. Do you have any picks?
could Milady have asked Jamra if he had seen any hinges on the other side of the door?
Did Hamid see any hinges on the other side of the door?
He did not.
No.
Okay.
Can I
That
run to
is
go
what's
back
made me
to
think.
the library and look for any switches? Oh wait, what were these 2 gems again?
Those are the ones that shoot
That's
fire.
the fire trap.
Wait,
I
where
just
are
put it
they?
there to remind me. It's over here. I just put it there to remind me about it later.
Nyx disabled that.
Yeah.
Can Aranthal look for like any buttons, levers?
You had
anything?
already done that, and you did not find anything.
Oh well.
Okay.
Poor
I
Trindak is stuck all the way over there.
I'll get it.
I foresee. Did we attempt an Arcana check to see if this is enchanted in any way, or you said something about magic before, but I don't recall.
No one did a check.
Brian.
Nyx did say that it was possible it was held shut through some sort of arcane means, but he didn't know.
Okay. Could I try to figure out if that's the case?
Make an Arcana check. You're not entirely sure. You know that there
Gosh,
are
guys.
ways to
Okay.
hold,
Well,
to hold doors closed through arcane means. You're not sure if that's what this is or not.
well, we don't know fucking anything then. Okay.
We're doing great.
Do I judge that it would be easier to get through this wall than it would be to get through the door?
Make an intelligence check.
Seven.
I mean, you could try.
Okay. Fuck that.
Can I try, because I can't do anything except punch things, can I try my knockback knuckle dusters on the door?
Oh.
Oh.
Can I use my bonus action 30 feet?
Oh.
Try to blow it down.
Okay,
Yeah.
quick question here,
Boy.
because this is important. What spell are those based on?
Not based on a spell.
Okay.
But where?
That's also like the quick and dirty write-up. Because I forgot to give you the full one.
Let me double check something real quick, because this is important.
What's the full one?
It has not yet begun.
Okay.
This is going to be important for... There?
And
Nope, that's
they
not
were
what that is.
undergoing some revision.
Okay, so, roll for an attack.
You better not critical fail.
I mean, she just has to put her fist against the door.
Yeah, I know, that's why I wanted to roll for an attack. Okay, you hit.
Great.
Roll the damage. So, first things first, the knuckles hit, and there's immediately a loud as the energy in them is discharged directly into the door, and the door does not seem to move.
Cool.
However, Jamra, I would like for you to make for me another Arcana check, if you wouldn't.
23.
As the force from the knuckles hit, you did actually see that the seam in the 2 doors seemed to glow ever so slightly and then faded. Not enough for anyone else but you to notice. Jamra, you know something about magical means of holding doors open or closed, as that is what was primarily used in the City of Brass. You gather that whatever enchantment is on these doors it may be possible to open them simply if enough force is applied.
So it's there is some sort of magic that is holding the door shut. Then
So do we just all push on it?
I think that we try to do as much damage to it as possible. If we have a ram, then that would be ideal.
Gonna slap it with another Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, we
Okay.
have
Yeah, I'm
unlimited.
just
That
gonna
slams into the
start
door with no
firing
effect.
as well.
The fire seems to have no effect on the stone.
I should have used hardened bread. I would like to use my light hammers right in the middle, bit at a time.
Okay, make a strength check
'Cause
for
that's
me,
the
if you wouldn't
only-
mind.
Why am I not attacking? They're my hammers.
Yes, I know. Make a strength check.
Fine. I wanted to use them.
Milady, you bring your hammer up and slam it into the middle of the door, and all of you hear a very loud crack! Almost like a whip cracking sound. And both doors swing open.
Well,
The knock needed to be louder, clearly. And Milady steps forward.
Okay. Milady steps forward onto the rug, and the rug immediately rises from the floor and wraps around you instantly.
No!
Figures.
I'd like everyone to roll for initiative, please.
I need more wine for a mug.
I would just like to... Okay.
Hey, are you gonna have wine, Emily? Because I will have more wine.
Heck yeah, I will.
Go get the rest of my wine!
I kind of want to go downstairs and get wine.
That moment when everyone decides that they're not drunk enough to fight a rug.
Milady
so it's
is...
18. I need to add my thing manually. Oh no, you need to add genre because I can't.
No, you just need to select genre and then re-roll initiative
I know,
and then
right.
modify it.
Ah,
Oh no, the rug. Oh, this is so frustrating.
classic crit.
You roll for the rug. What's the bonus that the rug gets? The rug gets a +2. It would also help if I actually wrote the right
Don't
thing.
judge me, there's not a lot left, so I'm just gonna
Ooh.
drink it.
Rip.
Jeez,
Yes.
poor Nix.
We
Oh, that's,
incinerate the rug.
That wasn't Nyx, that was the rug.
Oh great, that's good. I'm happy.
This is good for rug cleaning.
I'm gonna go get wine. I deserve wine.
Let's get drunk! Except I can't, because, like, this is how much wine I have.
Maybe if you like give a lot of blood first.
That sounds... So you're, like, cut myself open,
I mean,
and then drink.
I was trying to like gussy it up a bit, but yeah.
Oh.
Self-harm maybe.
Alright, so we just need Trindek and Arentha, who are going to be back at some point.
Hi.
So we need initiative rolls from you and Trindek. Okay. There we go. And I guess we should probably put on the battle music, right? That's probably a good thing to do.
Yes!
No, music.
Okay.
Oh.
So, top of the round, Arentha, it's your turn.
Great. Against the rug.
The rug has wrapped itself around Milady. It is covering you, and it's covering your head and your arms, making it very difficult for you to move in this moment.
Okay. First off, I'd like to say, Sarah, you're my hero. What you're doing. Drink
There was no more wine, so I grabbed sour cherry liqueur.
Have that much left, it's okay.
guess.
Arantha,
doesn't
you're up.
know what happened in this situation, so she's gonna strike at it with her short sword.
Okay.
Jeez, no.
Roll an attack. That hits. Okay. Milady, you take 3 points of piercing damage.
Good to know.
That's your first attack, Arantha?
Why didn't I get the freaking strength stuff? Damn it.
Does Milady cry out in pain or anything?
I don't
She
know,
grunts.
does she?
It's like, oh, ow.
That's gosh.
Can you stun the rug?
At level 5 I can. Rip. I'm gonna punch it to see if that does anything.
Okay, that will also hit. Milady, you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh!
Sorry! And that's my turn.
The rug? Is the rug taking damage?
It's taking some damage.
Oh, okay.
I'll shout to the group. Be careful not to hurt Milady in it.
Alright, that's going to end your turn. Jamra, you're up.
So it looked like she was injured when Arantha struck the rug.
That was, in fact, what it appeared to occur.
Does there appear to be any way to assist to try to get her out?
I mean, you could try pulling it off of her.
Okay. I am going to hold... Can Zamra hold his action and delay until after Serenixia, because she would do a better job pulling it.
He can certainly do that. Is he moving at all?
I mean, would he hold his whole turn, or would it just be...
No, you
You
cannot
only
hold your whole
hold it.
turn. You can only hold your action.
Oh. Then he is just... No, he's going to stay there.
Okay. That's going to end your turn. Trindak is up.
Trindak will run up with his
Be
tiny, tiny
confused
leg.
because the rug is moving.
Oh, magic! And try and pull it off of her.
Okay, make a strength check, please.
Ooh.
Trindak does indeed manage to grab the rug and rip it off of Milady. Suffer...
Your audio's...
Hold on. Yes, you suffer 5 points of damage as the rug is ripped off of you.
Oof.
But the rug is now here with Trindak, and Trindak is holding it.
Is Trindak grappling it?
No, Trindak is just holding it at the moment. That was his action to rip it off of her.
Throw it away.
Jack says, this is a really unwelcome welcome mat.
That's going to end Trindak's turn. Serenixia is up.
Serenixia is going to rush up, and seeing he's like holding it out in front of him, he's gonna take her sword and just go to town on that rug. He's just gonna
Make the attack.
like beat the rug.
Okay, beat it.
Great sword. 7.
Great.
You swing the sword, and the rug actually, like, straight up Aladdin magic carpet style, swishes itself up and out of the way of the sword.
That's fun.
Serenixia feels disappointed in herself.
It's going to end Serenixia's turn. Agate, you are up next.
Wait. Why isn't the rug
Actually,
at a
that
3
does-
initiative?
What?
Isn't the rug at 3?
The rug is at 3. I don't know why.
Wait, would Serenixia be flanking with the rug?
Not from there, unfortunately.
Because didn't you say Trindak was holding it?
Yeah.
And wouldn't she then be flanking with Arantha?
Actually, that is true. That
Or
is
even
accurate,
Milady.
So yes, Serenixia would have had advantage on that.
Woo.
Okay, so 8 points of slashing damage. Go. Okay.
And then Jamra's action will trigger,
Jamra's action triggers, yes.
and he's gonna firebolt.
That will hit.
Toasty. 16.
Ooh.
Okay, the rug is looking really rough. Agate,
Now-
you're up.
Bear.
Seeing the rug is looking really rough, I'm gonna try to jam it into the rug and just rip it down the middle.
Alright, make the attack.
Yeah.
Honestly though, like, what do I roll?
Click the word dagger in your weapons, in your Eldritch Blast.
Not in
It
my
would
weapons.
be a D20 plus your dexterity plus your proficiency.
Or that.
Hey guys.
Jeez.
Sarah, hold on. Let me
I got a
fix this.
6!
We got a
Let me
6,
fix-
and then her dex is
+1, and her
Is one.
proficiency bonus is +2.
so 9.
That is a 9. Unfortunately, the dagger swings out and misses.
Is she flanking?
Yes? Yes.
Well, actually, if she gets to there, which she would have to, then yes. So that you do have advantage.
Oh my god.
Sarah,
I'm sorry.
Sarah,
You drank too much wine.
Oh my god.
We're not letting you drink wine anymore.
Strong.
Okay, there we go. So that's a
Okay.
14.
14. That will hit, actually. So
Yay.
roll 1d4 plus 1.
Oh god. Oh.
It's in the little toolbar on the left hand of the screen.
Okay, you slash through the rug, and the rug collapses into a pile of threads. Jesus Christ.
Agate, that was so good.
Well
That
done.
was really sharp.
Milady would like to stamp on the carpet.
Okay. The carpet is sufficiently stamped.
Yeah, I decide when it's sufficiently stamped. She continues to just sort of stand on it and stomp on it every
Hey,
once
it's
in a
even
while.
more sufficiently stamped. Well done.
Just it keeps stamping every once in a while.
Like,
Well, okay then.
on the
Next
rug.
moves past. Are you quite finished now?
No.
Jamra
Are
moves
you?
past and examines the side table.
Okay, the side table has flowers on it.
Is that all?
Yep.
How
Do the
fresh do the flowers look? Ooh,
They actually look relatively fresh.
relatively fresh. Can I make a nature check?
Go for it.
Maybe it's a vase of freshness.
You have no idea. It is a vase of fresh
Flowers.
Can I take the vase and pick it up and pull the flowers out and look inside?
Okay, make an investigation check.
You are overcome by a sudden fit of sneezing.
It's in character. She's not good at investigating.
It's a vase.
Milady would like to pick up the carpet and keep walking with it and just like beat it against the wall every once in a while and start going this way.
Which way?
This way.
Can I see if any of the flowers are like the illegal flower that I had and got stolen from me?
With that nature check, you have no idea.
Is there water in the bottom of the vase?
There is, in fact.
Can I taste it?
Sure. Roll.
Do you feel compelled to tell the truth?
D100. Actually, roll a d20 for me, please.
Oh my god.
Whatever these flowers are, you suspect you may be slightly allergic to them.
It's just like real life.
Okay. So which way
At
are
least
you
it's
going
not
now?
oranges.
I'm actually better with oranges now.
I trained her out of her citrus allergy by
No.
continually exposing her to citrus.
Like a good boyfriend.
Yeah.
So which way are you going?
right?
Milady looks like she's going this way.
Yes,
So I
and she
follow
is.
her.
A
All right.
lady.
You make your way down that way, and there is that wooden door.
I would like to pound at it with my hammers this time.
The
Just-
moment
Make
you
a-
start
Just going
doing
for that.
Shamra shouts, "What are you doing?
I'm pounding it. Did you want a strength
Have
check
you
or
tried
an
to
attack
open
check?
it first?"
Make an attack roll this time.
Okay, cool.
That hits.
Yup. And 3.
The hammer hits into the wooden door and kind of splinters it a little bit.
I would like to try the latch.
The door is in fact locked.
I can handle that, and I will walk up to the door before Nyx can and try to pick it.
Okay.
Milady
Make a
moves
dexterity
aside
check.
for Arentha.
Make a dexterity check.
Thank you. Oh man.
Oh, come on.
Is Nick's gonna show her up now?
It's really stuck, guys.
Nyx moves up to you, Arentha, and says, "Allow me." Moves up to the door, then stops. Wow. That's suddenly interesting. And you look at where he's looking, and you see that the hole where Milady had hit with her hammer has reformed into plain old wood. There's no sign of the scar where the hammer was.
But did Nyx actually see me splinter off a bit of it?
He walked up, saw that the hole was there, sassed
Oh,
Arentha,
okay.
turned back, and the hole was gone.
Can I pull Nyx back and try and back us both away from the door?
Okay. Nyx will go with you.
Milady kind of looks at her hammer and looks back at the door. And then she'll hammer it again.
No. Oh gosh.
Okay. Make an attack roll. That'll hit. Roll for damage. Okay. A similar hole is a similar splintering of wood happens.
And I have 2 of those, so I would like to just like...
Well, here's the interesting thing. Because you only have 1 attack per round, correct?
Right.
So you hit it, you draw back to hit it again, and even before you do, the hole closes back up.
Milady steps back. This door does not like my hammers.
I doubt I need more wood.
Well, if you are finished
I'm just gonna
trying things that haven't worked.
try to burn it yet. It's a wooden door after all.
Okay. And I'll just hurl a firebolt at it.
Okay. Make the attack.
23.
That'll hit. Roll for damage.
Thank God we're not Vox Machina, because this would take so much longer.
Flames engulf the door. The door burns. You all begin to smell wood. It becomes a little difficult to breathe in here. The door itself begins burning slowly up in flames. And then the fire... It's fascinating. You're watching the fire burn the door, and the door be repaired as the fire is burning it.
It's beautiful.
Is the only way I can describe this.
It is.
So wait, is the fire not gonna go out ever?
Mike!
Train dog!
You almost lost your axe permanently.
Nope.
Ah!
It's fine.
You just lost your hand
Mike, you
axe
lost your
permanently.
special hammer.
You just lost your hand axe. We retconned it because we were like, that is rude.
Okay.
It's
Sorry.
all Emily's fault.
I didn't design this dungeon. It's not my fault.
So what happened to almost make me lose my axe?
It got stuck on the curtain rod.
I'll
Sovereign
explain it
glue.
later. It's fine.
Okay.
Nyx, maybe you should try to pick it. I thought
So
it was
is
gonna
it?
I would
so the fire-
certainly
is it slowly
love to make the yes, it is still on fire.
Is it overcoming the fire?
It
Is the
looks-
regeneration process?
It's interesting. It looks like they're about equal.
I'll just toss another one right at it then.
Okay. Roll for the attack.
Amazing.
Another 15.
The firebolt this time splinters right through the door. There is a sizzling hole in the burning door now. In the same instant, there is silence for a moment, aside from the flickering, the sound of the flames crackling against as the door continues to burn. Jarma, what's your armor class?
It is normally 15.
Okay. Ah, crap! I didn't mean to do that. Damn it! That was stupid. Hold on, I gotta scroll back down to a fucking thing now. Okay. Yep. Nope, not that. Okay. Jamra, a brilliant blue-white beam of energy streaks through the hole in the door that you just made and slams into you in the side. You take 5 points of cold damage. All of you watch as the flickering fire that forms Jamra's hair seems to dim for a moment before flaring back out to its normal proportions.
Is my hair out?
John, are you okay? I've
gonna
never
say,
seen
like-
your hair go out.
You all hear coming from the inside, "No! You can't come in!"
I think
Nyx.
that we have found our friend.
Nick sighs. Well, that would appear to be our target inside.
Can we
Right.
come in?
The target. Right.
Well, we don't have lunch anymore. Our lunch got destroyed. Never mind.
You can lie and say we have lunch.
I do have food. And Milady's going to pull out a fruit and ingest it.
Okay. As you do that, so where is everyone right now, real quick, just so I can see?
Well, the
Everyone
door.
could position themselves in the hallway where they are.
I would have been relatively close to the front.
You would have, wouldn't you? Yes.
Yeah.
I think
Like,
Nyx and Arena would have been like here.
yeah. So
Probably.
Milady would probably
So
be
we're gonna
right
put
behind
Milady
it.
there.
Okay.
I don't want to be too enclosed by people, so I'm kind of.
Well, it's at this point that I need everyone to
Using
make for me a
personal space.
dexterity saving throw, if you would not mind.
I mind.
All right.
What happens if I mind? Hey, not bad.
Let's see. So
Jeez.
Okay. Let's see what the spread is here. Oh no.
Gonna enjoy this fireball.
Oh no. That's unfortunate. That's just so unfortunate right there. Cause as you continue to stand there talking to the unseen individual on the other side, a very familiar little bead of burning fire streaks right back past all of you
Oh, great.
and hits the wall right behind you, Jamra. You just have enough time to go, "Oh, great," before it explodes.
Oh, no!
everyone who rolled under a 13. So everyone except for Nyx, Milady, and Jamra takes 38 points of fire damage. Everyone who does not
Take half
roll there,
damage.
you take half damage because you are resistant to fire. Yes. Everyone who
Take
did
double half
succeed the
damage.
save only takes, how much is that? That's
19.
19 points of
I
fire
only take
damage.
half of that. So I only take 9.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I'm so glad I got 11 temporary hit points.
I'm so glad I'm a barbarian.
Well, that too. I was the only one really damaged by the rug. So.
As this happens and I get hit, I'm gonna cast Armor of Agathis and get 10 temporary hit points.
Nyx immediately turns to all and you says, "Back! Back now! Everyone back!"
Can I see through the hole in the door?
Interestingly enough, the fact that the door is still currently on fire and smoke is in the area, you're having a hard time right
Because he had to be able to see through the door in order to cast the fireball.
Yes, he did.
No, not really. Oh.
Yes, he does. He has to be able to choose a point.
You're right.
Okay.
He can see and you can't. He can see through flame.
So
That's
around
cool, then I want whatever he's got.
body is lying on the ground.
Cyrenixia probably took damage from that too. Didn't she?
Right.
Oh, she
Does
would have had to
Cyrenixia-
make that save.
I think I did make it for her, but I'm not.
I don't think you did.
No, you only
Oh,
made one save.
Yeah. Okay. What's her thing? What is her thing?
I believe her dexterity is -1.
Yep.
So.
Hey!
Oh!
She takes it. Does she have
Yeah,
resistance to fire?
Yeah, isn't she? She's a red dragonborn, technically, correct?
I don't remember.
She's a red dragon blood.
Yes, so she does take half damage because she is resistant
That's
to
good.
fire, I
At
believe.
least. Yeah, draconic resilience. Okay. Um.
I'm gonna take her
So she's
Runtha
not
and drag
down.
her out. Is that
Yeah.
good with everyone?
Yes.
Yep.
I
Wait,
imagine-
was she down?
She was.
Down.
Milady would have
Runtha-
helped pick her up. And I can carry double my weight.
Hey, should I start making death saves?
I
Not
think you
yet.
should probably roll for initiative.
I'll let you know. No, hold on. I'll let you know. Okay. So you all drag everyone back into this back room. Now, Arenth, I need you to make me a death save.
Cool. Womp.
That's one fail.
I have
Okay.
a.
Are we not in initiative?
Nope. We're doing this on the fly.
I have an herbalism kit. Can I try and stabilize her?
Yes, you can. Now, actually, no. An herbalism kit is not what you need. You need a healer's. Well, no. You can attempt to. Anyone can attempt.
Can
to
I just do a
stabilize
medicine check?
with a medicine check? Yes.
Cool.
Someone
Make a medicine
just.
check. Yes, you succeed. So
You're
Arentha
stable.
is now stabilized.
Okay. I sent Hamid flying through the hole in the door.
Cyrenixia
Okay.
has lay on hands.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
thanks,
That
Tradek.
makes perfect sense. Cyrenixia is going to lay on hands.
Thank you.
I'm
Mike.
sorry, I don't know all Derek's stuff.
That
And
So-
paladin double class.
So,
yeah.
Hamid goes flying through the hole in the door, and this is what he sees. It is a room covered in all sorts of alchemical equipment. Laying on this table right here is the body of what appears to be a female halfling.
Oh, jeez.
Standing behind it is a male halfling pointing a shaking finger through the door. He immediately sees Hamid fly through.
Kills.
Does a 14 hit him?
Can you do that as a reaction?
That wasn't a reaction. That was Hamid flew through. That was Hamid's turn.
But I get a turn. Because I now can see him.
Okay, roll for initiative.
Okay, I thought you said we weren't rolling for initiative.
Oh
Now
my
that we're
god,
in
Jack,
combat,
just
we
roll
are.
it.
Okay, I'm doing it. I just giving instructions.
Unfortunately, he's gonna beat you to it. No, the only person who needed.
Well, okay.
Unfortunately, he's gonna beat you to it there. So does the 14 hit?
Hit Hamid?
Yep.
Yeah, that's gonna hit him.
Hamid's only going to take 2 points of ice damage, which
It's gonna kill him.
does that count? Okay.
Yeah, he's a familiar. It's 1 hit point.
Yep.
Oh.
I
Hamid
didn't roll
poofs
for it.
into
I
a
guess I
cloud
could.
of
I guess I could.
Yeah,
roll
you
for
should
it.
have rolled
Yeah,
for
roll
his
for it.
damage.
Yeah, what are you doing?
That's important.
Nope.
Nope. Hamid poofs into
Ah!
a cloud of smoke and brimstone.
Okay. I'll do that.
Rentha, wait, okay, so was lay on hands done on Rentha, and how many stuff did she get back?
I think she gets 5 to 10, and I mean, I don't remember how many points.
He's currently level. Is he level 4 or level 5?
He's level
Cernix
4,
level
but
4.
he's multi-classing.
So he's only level
Arentha has 10 points of lay on hands.
Okay.
Arentha will put 5 points of lay on hands in. Sorry, Cyrenix will put 5 points of lay on hands into Arentha.
Okay. So Cernix. So Arentha, you are up to 5 hit points.
Ow. Great.
Okay. If we're going to do this, we need to burst in there and go straight through, not stand in the hallway to be blasted.
Alright, that's a good plan. Trindek is still like putting out fire.
Would anyone like some additional health, at least for the next minute?
Oh, me?
Yes,
sure.
so I'll give Arentha.
Yeah, I'll
T8.
take some. I'm kind of low.
It's either you or Arentha.
I'll give it to Rentha. I have temporary hit points.
8.
Star. 8. Thank you.
And you have that for the next minute.
Okay, are we ready to go?
Let's go.
Okay. Cyrenixia is going to charge ahead and just try to burst straight through the flaming ruin of the door. to
Given
clear
that
the
she
way
is
for us.
resistant to fire damage, she is not going to take damage from bursting through the door. However, I'm going to need for because it's a sprint and athletics.
Okay. Is athletics you said?
Yes.
Okay. Natural 20.
Smashes right
yeah.
door, no issues. Everyone on her heels at this point. First, everyone position yourself where you are in the room. Second, everyone roll for initiative.
Cool.
Stay.
She's moving right after Cyrenixia.
Yeah.
Are we in the room? Do we get into the room, or are we just outside of it?
I will allow for Cernixia to be in the room.
Okay. Wait, where did our initiative counter disappear to? Damn
Sorry,
it.
that was me.
Okay, so now we roll for initiative?
Yes, please.
Okay, sorry there.
Oh. Hey.
Ryan, since we were running forward, would I have had a bonus action to essentially just give, I think, Jamra advantage on Dex?
I'll allow
Or
it.
no,
Don't give it to
Nyx.
me.
To Nyx.
And so what does that do
So
for Nyx?
it's, sorry, let me just find my character sheet. It gives Nyx this.
Oh, he will happily take that.
As she sort of runs past him, she just shoves some frosted grapes into Nyx's mouth.
Lovely. Okay.
Did Nick and Rentha both get the D4 thing earlier, or is that what you're giving now?
I'm giving them now. It only lasts a minute.
Okay. Has everyone rolled initiative?
Yes.
Okay. Top of the round, Nyx. Nyx is going to stand back, take out his bow, and he is going to attempt to shoot the wizard, who I need to change his armor class because you guys gave him a chance to prep. So his AC is now that.
That's good to know. Thank you.
He is going to hit,
Woo.
dealing...
And he gets to add a d4.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
I tried to support my people.
So, hitting for 14 points of damage. The arrow sinks right into the shoulder of the individual, and... Oh, wait, no, actually, he doesn't do sneak attack. I forgot about that. So that's actually only 8 points.
I like that Milady's just a cleric that really likes tasty videos.
Oh, absolutely. The arrow sinks into the arm of the arm of the halfling, and he lets out a ah. That's going to end Nyx's turn. Trindak, you're up next.
Yes. Question: can I sprint and use a bonus action to drink a potion?
Yes.
That is possible. Okay. But I'm not going to do that because I also need to rage as a bonus action. So I'm going to rage and run in and sprint.
Wait, y'all got healing potions.
And I will place myself between them.
Okay. That's going to end your turn. Orentha, you're up.
I will also run in.
We need battle music. What the hell am I doing with my life?
I don't know.
And
Failing,
I will
clearly.
flank with Trindak and attack with my short sword.
From where you were, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, are you bonus action Step of the Winding?
I have 40 feet of movement.
35, 40. You could get there.
I was here, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Oh, no, you're right. I'm wrong. Yep, okay. So make the attack.
Whoa.
That'll hit. 8 piercing. Okay.
Wait, are we killing this guy?
Let's not kill him. We don't know who he is.
He's currently trying to kill us.
I know, but we can just knock him out.
Oh, you're right. We can. Forgot about that.
Non-lethal, guys.
I will flurry.
Agathis,
That
remember,
one hits as well?
non-lethal.
Okay. The third one misses.
Flurry of blows just makes me think of like how Batman and Spider-Man are like, I don't want to kill people, but yet they like put them in grievous injury.
Yep. Okay. The third one he made. The third one hits him, but seems to glance off of some sort of invisible force that seems to surround his body.
Whoa.
And then, sorry.
Drunken style.
No, I'm not going to. Oh, it's a bonus action. No, I'm gonna drunken style. Fuck that. Bye. That's it.
Okay, that ends your turn. It is now Nathaniel's turn. He is now bleeding profusely from 2 different injuries, but he stands up and says, No, you're not. You're not taking her from me. And he reaches down off the table, lifts up what appears to be some sort of cup or something, you're not entirely sure, and pours what looks like a red liquid of some kind onto the body on the table. At which point, Trindak and Orentha, as you are the 2 closest individuals, you both see the eyes flick open. And
Oh,
she
boy.
immediately sits up from the table. If I can...
No, it's an evil real doll.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember this, because remember the guy lost his wife and was grieving, so he turned into a necromancer, and here we are.
Yeah. This is just like.
Alright, so let me get to the stats for this thing. This is the problem with not having a physical copy of the book. I actually have to scroll through things. It's obnoxious, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Because, nothing like a rotting simulacrum of your loved ones to make you feel better.
Okay.
A homunculus.
Oh.
Truly the sexiest of words.
That's going to end his turn. Jamra, you're up.
Jamra will. Yeah. Jamra is going to cast Scorching Ray.
Okay, who's he aiming at?
He's aiming at the wizard.
Okay. That one will miss.
Okay. And second ray. 21 and third ray. It's 3. It's 22.
Okay, so the second two will hit.
Okay, so 10 and 3.
Okay. All three Scorching Rays slam into him, almost lifting him off his feet. He's looking very rough right now. That's going to end his turn. Serenixia, you are up next.
Serenixia is going to go right up to the flesh golem. Is it an action? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And she is going to drive forward with her greatsword.
Okay.
I presume it's flanked. Doesn't matter. That's a crit.
Hey.
Your sword, Serenixia's sword, slashes into the golem, pulls out of it. There is no sign of any wound.
She's going to try to
even roll
divine
for
smite
damage.
if that.
Okay, well, no, the divine smite is something. Okay, so I'll allow the.
And if it's undead, it's an extra d8 on that.
Yep. But it's not.
It's not? Okay.
It's not.
So I mean, this would be the divine smite damage. I don't. It's 2d8. I don't know how to. Why is it not roll? That. No. Okay.
Just roll 2d8.
I don't know how Derek has set up his macros. 12.
Okay. That damage. Hold on a second. I need to double check.
That's how you guys are all doing it so fast.
Yes.
Decide that.
Yep.
So we set up our character sheets.
Okay. Yes.
You
So
can
that
shut up.
that damage does in fact go through.
Okay. But the mundane slashing damage was completely ineffective.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
That's going to end your turn, sir. Next, Milady, you are up.
Milady would like to rush forward. Which one looks more hurt right now?
The wizard, absolutely.
Okay. I will slash at this dead thing with my longsword, 2 hands.
Here's the thing. The good news is that hits. The bad news is, again, you slash into it with your longsword, and it doesn't seem to have even the smallest effect on this.
Okay. Just for completeness sake. And I will... Who's nearby? Sorry. Jack, Cyrenix is strength-based, correct?
Yeah. It doesn't. I wouldn't waste it right now because
Okay.
she can't actually deal any strength damage at the moment.
That's fine. Okay.
Trindak might be able to. His weapon's magic right now.
Oh, I keep forgetting that.
Alright, I will toss some frosted grapes at Trindak. Let me just cast that. There you go, Trindak.
Yay.
Frosted grapes. They're
Okay. That's going to end your turn, Milady.
Oh.
Agate, you are up next.
No, wait, that's dexterity.
Yeah. Do you not
Oh.
add dex?
No, I'm strength.
Okay, I'll toss some Adarantha then, because I would have done that.
Am I up?
You are up.
I am going to get like right here and launch an Eldritch Blast through the door at this flesh golem.
Okay, roll for the attack.
That's a creative move.
Used it before. Let's see how it works.
I wonder if it's fatal.
That hits. The Eldritch Blast slams right into the flesh golem. Roll for damage. As opposed to all other attacks that have been launched at this thing thus far, the Eldritch Blast does appear to do a decent chunk of damage to it.
Just suck a big sausage.
That's going to end your turn, Agate.
I don't like that.
Nyx is going to move up a little bit, just up to here. He's going to take a shot at the wizard.
Go next.
That will hit. This one is sneak attack this time.
No, it's actually swallow, not suck.
Oh, okay, got it. One at a time.
Well, I don't know.
Arrow,
you can do like
the
3.
arrow flies from Nyx's bow straight into the wizard's eye, and he collapses back onto the ground, unmoving.
Goddamn.
I guess Nyx didn't want to take prisoners.
Fucking headshot.
Nyx was like, no.
Going to end Nyx's turn. Trindak, you are up next.
Okay. I'm going to make an attack against the big fleshy thing.
Go for it. That will hit.
And it's a magic weapon. Hopefully that does something.
It does. The axe slams into the side of it, and as opposed to the
Yeah.
other wounds, this one does appear to leave a mark behind.
Nice.
Did you add your rage?
It's automatically calculated.
Yeah, it's Great Axe. That's why it's called Great Axe Rage.
Yeah, I have longsword two-handed and longsword other stuff.
One-handed.
That ends your turn, Trindak Arentha. You are up.
Lit. I don't have magic fist yet, so I'm gonna look for the book.
Okay, make a perception check.
Take a look.
Reading rainbow.
I feel so
No.
sad for the new generation that doesn't have this.
I do
Like,
too.
they don't
In all
remember
the
reading Great Arrow.
confusion-
Arantha, do you know what books are?
in all the confusion, going on
Agate
right
can teach you because she learned to read.
too distracted.
Yeah.
That's going to end your turn. It is now the flesh golem's turn. It is currently very unhappy with you, Trindak, because you hit it. Why
Yeah.
would you do that? That's such a rude thing for you
That
to have
is
done.
a rude thing.
So,
So rude.
does a 13 hit you?
Oh, no, it doesn't.
Okay.
Oh.
The second attack is a
No, it
four-
doesn't. It doesn't, thank God.
So wait,
She's
does the
under
14 hit you?
No.
Both fists slam towards you, and you just barely manage to duck out of the way both times. That's going to end the golem's turn. Jamra, you're up.
I could use some temp HP for the next
Scorching
time that happens.
Scorching Ray, alright.
On the golem.
Roll for the attacks. All
Nice.
3 of those hit. So that is 16, 24. Solid. The 4 scorching rays slam into the back of this thing, and you watch as the fire licks around it. It looks like that did a significant amount of damage to the thing.
Okay. So it's Serenixia's turn at that point then.
Yes, it is.
Might as well Divine Smite again.
I guess so. I guess so. But he has all these other smiteable things.
Smuttable.
Derek is a smiteful person.
But they're all weird. I don't understand them, so I'm just gonna do it.
Okay, that hits.
16. Okay, so just then the divine damage.
What holy hell is this?
9 points of damage. Okay. The divine light flashes yet again. It almost looks like a red flash of burning, but it's not fire, and there's no heat that comes off of it. The light seems to split open parts of the creature. It is wounded, but still going strong.
That's all.
Okay, Milady, you're up.
I would like to stand there and wait and sort of flank for people if that's helpful for them.
Okay.
Because I have no non-magicals. I have no magical stuff.
Okay, that's going to end your turn. Agate, you're up.
Actually, can I look at the book?
You can look for it, yeah. Roll a perception check.
Yes. Finding.
Unfortunately, again, it is too confusing. There's still smoke coming from the burning wreckage of the door. There's too much going on right now. Agate, it's your turn.
I'm gonna use the spell called Eldritch Blast.
Hey!
That'll hit. Roll that damage.
Yes!
12 points of damage. Very well done.
I love Eldritch Blast.
And in the end, I loved Big Brother.
Alright. That's going to end your turn, Agate. It's Nyx's turn. Nyx is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 into the room. He's going to use his action to look for the book. Let's see if he finds it. He
Dang.
might.
Know what a book is. That's what a book
Yeah,
is.
no, unfortunately, he doesn't really see it either. So, he's going to just stand there, because that's a smart thing for him to do right now. That's going to end his turn. Trindak, you're up.
I guess I hit it again.
Okay, roll for the attack. That'll hit. 11 damage, not bad. You slash it right through, and this time you actually manage to sink the blade about 2 or 3 inches into its chest. It's starting to look injured, but it is still standing. It's going to end your turn. Orentha, you are up.
Gonna look for the book.
Perception check again.
Swear
Again,
to fucking
there's
God.
too much happening right now.
Jesus Christ! Okay,
That
I'm
brings
gonna
us
move over
to
here.
the Flesh Golem's turn. Hey,
Who's
Trindak,
going?
guess what?
Yeah.
And then, actually, I'm going to hold off on that attack because we'll see what this first attack does to you.
Oh no!
60 damage.
It's gonna hurt me.
That's 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Echo.
I take half of that.
It punches him right through the chest.
Okay, half of that would be 6 points.
Okay.
The second attack will also hit you for another 6 points.
Okay, I'm down.
Okay. That's going to end your turn. Or not your turn, the Flesh Golem's turn. Jamra, you're up next.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll rush into the room. Is it an action to search for the book?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, I just gotta blast him.
Got a blast.
He's a firebolt.
Okay. That'll hit.
6 points of fire damage.
Alright. The firebolt slams into the back, and actually you see manages to melt some of the stitchwork that's being used to keep the flesh together.
Okay.
It's starting to look really rough, but it is still standing. That's going to end your turn, Serenixia.
Serenixia's out of smites. So she's gonna spend her action to look for the book.
Doesn't she have fire?
Perception. She does have a green
She
flame
does.
attack.
But that doesn't do magic damage. That just
Yes,
does. That
it-
has the
Oh wait, no, the attack
only
itself
if it,
doesn't. Right.
yeah, only if he moves or attacks someone else.
Oh yeah.
I looked. I was hoping to.
Lay on hands is just an action. It's not a spell.
Yes.
Okay, Trindex down. That's all.
Yeah.
Oh, you right. I didn't think of that. Phoenix is gonna go over there.
This is why you were a
forget that I
cleric of
can
the
heal.
Forge.
It's like
Yeah,
Jumra's personality in Cernixia. It's like, I didn't
It's
notice the
incredible.
plebeians.
Yep.
No, I played a cleric and I think I healed twice in the campaign.
Rip.
Oh my god.
Because you had an AC
So
of
what are you
26 and
dumping
you
in
fought
there?
an
Cernixia
extra.
will lay hands upon Trindak.
How many hit points?
4 hit points.
Okay. Trindex,
Yay.
4.
Oh man.
Okay, that's your action. Do you have a bonus or no?
To Cernixia? No.
Okay, Milady, you're up next.
Alright, what's going on? Sorry. Like, parents
Turn
came
dex
in.
back up to 4 hit points.
Mm-hmm.
You're up.
He could use temp if you have it.
No, I fed that all to people.
I feel like the golem will probably be dead by the next time he has to hit me, but I mean,
Alright,
there's no guarantee.
Geez, why not hit it with another thing? Can I, Yep, I have no magic right now. Let's just hit it.
The sword bites into the side of the golem, and yet again, as you withdraw it, the flesh almost seems to close back where the sword was, leaving no effect of any visible mark at all. Going to end your turn. Agate, you are up.
I'm gonna use the spell called Eldritch Blast.
I would like to rage.
I would
Roll the
like to
attack.
Eldritch Blast.
That'll hit. That's only 9 points of damage, though, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no. What level are you, Agate?
4.
Okay, so that's 9 points of Eldritch Blast. Okay. That's going to end your turn. Nyx's turn. Nyx is aware of exactly how he is right now in this situation. So he's going to move here, and he's going to look for the book again.
Everyone knows
Don't
that there's
find
a
it.
book.
Don't find it. Don't find.
Yeah, no, he still can't find it.
My God.
Oh my god, this stupid book.
That's
Am I
gonna
the only
end-
one that hasn't looked for the book yet?
No.
I have not looked for the book.
Trindak's been on
Trindak.
Trindak!
Oh no. That means he's next if I don't kill him.
Book.
Alright, well, I'm not raged anymore.
That'll hit.
Oh,
So
damn,
that's-
that'll hit.
Hey,
that's
Trindak.
a max roll.
Trindak,
Yeah.
how do you want to do this?
Yeah!
Yay!
Yeah!
So I pretty much just got like cleared up, and then I'm like, and I grab my axe and I just sweep the legs and cut the legs out from under the golem and have it collapse.
You sweep your axe through. It passes through one leg, through the other. The golem, now dislegged, falls, slams down onto the table, and is just standing there going, reaching out, still trying to get at you, Trindak. It is on its death throes.
It's on its last leg.
So it's.
I was trying to avoid that pun.
Well, if this is still going for the description of the death kill, I'm just gonna decapitate it right off the
The axe
table.
comes right through and shink, the head rolls to the side and the body twitches again, and then lays still.
Catch a Pokemon and it's like, whoop.
Pretty much, actually.
Can I look for the book one more time since
You
I
can
was
certainly
next?
try. I have never
come on.
wanted you to roll a natural one more
Come
than.
on.
Wait! Trindak can
I
I
will look for the book.
Hold on, hold
be the
on.
book-looking dream team?
So we're out of initiative now.
Milady is looking.
It's not
Okay.
even in his like
Nope.
pockets.
Would you like to help me find the book?
Yeah.
15.
Jamra,
Perception? Or is it investigation?
Jamra,
Yeah.
you move over to this particular individual,
And it's right underneath him.
and you see that underneath the table there.
Oh, I lost all.
And you pull it open, and indeed, inside you find a fairly large tome. It's interesting. It almost looks like the cover is made out of this dark leather that appears to have been stitched together from multiple sources.
Right.
Not comfy.
Does it have like freckles on it?
Make a perception check.
Sunspots.
That's okay. I don't want to know.
Sun-
That's not enough.
I would much prefer not knowing.
Fair enough.
I would like to know. I would definitely like to know.
Make a perception check.
Yeah, you need to know how your cape's gonna work.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
do you
right.
think it's this material for your cape?
You're not entirely
Great.
sure at it.
Okay.
I open it.
Does it smell like meat to Milady?
Ooh.
Make a perception check with advantage.
From the snoot.
Meat snoot.
It doesn't really smell like anything beyond just book and leather.
Okay.
All right, Jamra, you open it. Really quick, what languages do you speak?
I speak common, primordial, and infernal.
So, when you open it up at first,
Helm.
It appears
Helm of
to be
Comprehended
legible.
Languages.
but the longer you look at it, the more the text on the page, it almost seems to shimmer,
Oh dear.
and then all of a sudden you're looking at the book, and it's in primordial.
Oh, that is cool.
Can I?
Specifically, hold on, I need to double check something.
Ignan?
Yes, it is specifically written in Ignan.
Oh boy.
Aw. This book, it wants to be understood.
Can I peek over his shoulder?
Okay, Arentha, what languages do you speak?
Common and undercommon.
Okay. You look at it, and you're not entirely sure what Jamra's talking about. That book is clearly written in common.
Oh.
Hey guys, we can read.
I'm gonna look over Jamra's shoulder and be like, guys, I can read this book. This is an easy one to read. You should be able to read it.
It's in.
Actually,
like,
that's the
word
thing,
bird.
Aggie. When you look at it, interestingly enough,
It's
there are
pictures.
words in there, but there are also beautifully detailed pictures.
Oh.
It's a pop-up.
This isn't that hard to read. Do you see all the pictures? You can just look at the pictures.
Milady draws her sword and just looks at all three of them. Not
What
doing
does the book
anything.
say?
Just
What does the
watching.
book say?
Pictures of ODM.
Nyx moves over to you, Jamra. Well, that's the first half of our business concluded. Now for the second half, and he holds out his hand for the book.
And as I said, when we discussed before we are giving this to you, we are finding out what is in this thing.
Very well. As you wish.
Story time.
Story time. Everyone gather round in a circle. On the remains of the rug.
This will qualify as a short rest for anyone who wishes to take it.
Thank God.
Yes, please.
Making more.
2.
I take it if I were to look at the book, I'd see Dwarvish.
Yes. Everyone who looks at the book will see whatever their first language is. So, for example, that's why Jamra sees it in Ignan. Agate would see it in Common because that's the only language she knows how to read. Arentha would also see it in Common. Trindek would see it in Dwarvish. Nixia would see it in Draconic.
Milady's purposefully not looking at the book.
If we have this short rest, could I identify it?
How frequently do you get to use that?
You put on the helm of
It's just
comprehend
I just
languages
use it
and
as
then
a-
look at the book.
What?
It still shows up in whatever it still shows up in whatever language is your primary.
Oh, darn it.
Oh wait,
I can
is that...
I can just use I can just get someone to wish for it, and then
There's no limit on it?
well, that's once per short rest.
Wow, that's OP.
I mean, it's
Actually, no, that's not actually all that OP. That's actually fair. Okay, so you identify it. It is, in fact, a manual of golem crafting.
all golems or just flesh golems.
This one is specifically for flesh golems.
Interesting.
Oh, hold on a second. Oh, that's a thing. Arentha, did you try to read this book?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your intelligence again?
9.
Yeah, hold on a second.
Don't know.
Again, Milady is just watching with her sword
You
out.
take 19 points of psychic damage.
That makes me exactly unconscious before I healed during the short rest.
What happens when, like, is that visible to us?
So, Arentha begins reading the book, and then suddenly she cries out, clutches at her head, and just falls to the ground.
Well,
Arenta?
Milady is going to step forward and smack the book with her sword.
No! If you try to do
She's
that, I'm going
doing
to
it.
interpose.
She's
Then I
doing
interpose
it.
my body.
Roll for the attack. Roll for the attack. That'll hit.
Oh my god.
Roll for damage.
shouldn't she and Jamra have to roll initiative?
stated it
Milady
in
has
the-
been prepared for this.
Yeah, in this particular instance, this was something she was very ready for. I'm accounting this as Milady's hell. The sword slams into the book and bounces off of it.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Arentha just fell down from reading it. I would like to destroy it.
Arentha, make a death save for me, please.
Hell yeah, I will.
How far is this into the short rest?
We'll say this is like at the very beginning of it. That's save.
Stabilize Arentha.
Make a medicine
Help
check.
Orentha. Provide aid to her. Do not destroy the things that we have been sent here to find, and certainly not before we have agreed on any such thing.
So Agate medicine check. No, unfortunately, Arentha is not stabilized.
I'm gonna glare at Milady and then turn around and try to
Natural
stabilize Orentha.
20 on the death save. You restabilize with 1 hit point.
Guys, I did it!
Well done, Agate. Well done.
Oh, Arentha, I'm so glad you're okay. I saved you.
She'll just give Agate a kiss on the hand. Thank you.
Orentha, what happened to you?
Oh, I just tried to read the book and it felt like something was in my head.
Oh.
I know it can
Can Arentha reaches for the book to try and grab it.
Just on the desk.
Nyx actually will step in front of you and kind of put his hand in front of yours and say, perhaps we should maybe avoid any unnecessary risks with this thing for the time being.
I agree. We should destroy it.
We should not destroy it.
destroy it. I think we
It's
should.
dangerous.
We Many things are dangerous if they are not understood. We should try to understand it.
I didn't think we should destroy it. I mean, just because it seems like it might be booby trapped, it could still be. We still don't know what it actually does.
Milady
think
looks
it's
at
booby
Jamra
trapped. I think
and
it's
says,
evil.
"Are you capable of closing the book?
I close the book.
Hand it to me, please. I promise not to destroy it."
He narrows his eyes at you and gives you a sort of a calculating look, and then slowly hands it over.
Cool.
If he can, like, if there's some sort of
No,
compulsion.
you hand it over.
Awesome. And Milady will just put it into her satchel.
Excuse me, but that particular book, I believe, is what you all meant to retrieve.
Sorry, one second. Okay. Sorry, what did Nix just say? Mike.
Excuse me, but I believe that particular object there is what you were hired to retrieve.
I mean,
I agreed to let you study it. I did not agree to let you take it.
I have no intention of taking it. It is a highly dangerous book. However, I seem to be the only person that was capable of stepping back and watching to see what it did. So, if you do not mind, I would rather get out from underground before I hand it back to you.
I do mind. I see Arenta has been injured when she examined it. Yes, but I looked at it as well. And Agate
Hi,
looked
and
at
I was
it.
okay.
Milady is
Both
paying
of us were
absolutely no attention to Jamra. She's just looking straight at Nix.
We shouldn't
okay.
take it out of this place. We should destroy it. It's
We
evil.
should.
You really think?
Oh,
you can
really? It's
destroy
evil.
it?
How do you know that? Because it hurt you? Is a hot stove evil?
No,
Behind Milady and try to take the book.
Never trust anything if you can't see where it keeps its
Agate,
prey.
Alright, so y'all
Agate,
fight.
make a sleight of hand check.
You.
It's in the bag, by the way.
That's why I'm trying.
You're all
And my
fighting
elbow's clamped over it.
about this book. What about the girl over there?
There's nothing we can do for her now.
I
May she
think
find more peace in may she find more peace in the next life than she did in this one.
Didn't she sit straight up with her eyes open? What happened to her?
Flesh golem?
That was the flesh golem.
you killed
that was
her.
the flesh golem? Oh, okay.
I
I,
think
thought that
that
was a
you-
separate thing.
Nope,
I
that was the
I
flesh
think you
golem.
rather conclusively
Sorry,
solved
yeah.
that problem.
Yeah, I guess I did.
Can we have a quick bathroom break? Just
Yeah,
'cause
sure.
We're gonna
Sure.
start fighting over things, and I would like a quick.
PvP. It always ends up being a fight over magic evil items, doesn't it?
I don't know if it's evil.
Yeah, you don't know anything about it.
I think it's evil.
Because it hurt you. Anything that
Yep.
hurts you is evil.
Look, see, not anything that hurts me.
Okay, Miko
book.
Miyazaki.
A book that hurts me is probably not too good. Books
Really?
don't usually do that shit. If a trunk walked up to me and slapped me in the face, I would think that's a pretty evil trunk because it doesn't usually do that.
I
That's
feel
another
like
thing.
books making Arenta's head hurt is a common problem.
Oh, okay, no, that's fine. Agate's intelligence is fine. Did anyone else try to read the book aside from Jamra, Agate, and Arentha?
Well, I said I checked to see the language for me and tried it.
That's fine. Checking what the language is fine. It's actually reading it.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, is a 10 intelligence? You said Agate's intelligence is fine.
Yeah,
But she probably
what's
has
your
more.
intelligence, Jack?
I have a 10.
Then you're fine.
Okay.
I think I'm the only one with a.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so Shurdek's also going to be like, yeah, I mean, he already said, he already said his case.
Orenta,
Attacking the dumb. That's just love.
we do not know that the book is
I'm
evil,
sorry,
it's
it
made-
specifically says it in the description of the item.
But I'm so wild.
We do not know that it is evil.
We're not, Jack. We're on a bathroom break.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize.
Yep.
I didn't realize I was doing the voice. I was just talking out of character.
That moment when the
Nice.
character carries over.
You do it all night and it just starts
Oh, I know.
slipping in.
I do the same shit.
Do it all night. Do it all day.
And boy, it got me in my character voice.
Got me speaking Arabic.
مرحبا.
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 كيف الحال?
I don't remember enough.
That's literally all I remember.
I
It's
remember
like-
كيف الحال, and I remember kahwa sukar masat, which is coffee medium sugar.
Right,
And I don't know why.
because that's important.
And I remember the word for water and no are the same word.
No, they're not.
One is mav and one is ma.
I think water is ma, and then
Is
but
this
no, no,
Arabic?
no, no, no.
It's
So,
Arabic.
but no, because no is le in all dialects.
Really?
Yeah,
Anyway,
ma is
now that everyone's
with.
back.
Okay.
Egyptian dialect and Fusha. I'm not sure about Levantine, if you learned that.
So,
Sorry.
I learned traditional, which is not useful.
so Milady,
D&D.
you definitely feel agates rummaging around in your bag trying to get the book.
I look at her and say, please step back.
I do. I know when I'm.
Calm down. You do not know that anything is wrong with it. All you know is that Orenta was injured when she tried to use it. Which means
And
that
what
she may
kind
have
of-
tried to use it wrong.
Soon as Jamra says calm down, Milady's ears start flapping and her trunk starts sort of swinging from side to side. She's like, excuse me?
Swinging side to side.
I didn't hear what Jamra...
Squad 13 theme song.
I do not
Jacob?
know how... You're an Ifrit, right? Or a Ganassi?
Are
He's
you
a
saying
Genasi.
that?
Yeah,
Or-
I'm asking you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's technically a Genasi.
Okay. I do not know how Genasi perceive calmness, but I am calm.
You do not appear to be. You appear to have taken unilaterally the book and put it in your bag. You have
Yes.
decided for the rest of us. You have not treated us like we are part of this team. And it is you who is not part of this team, not us. So,
Very
And
well
what
then.
genre you have?
Think
like,
of
you're
what have
me...
I
Maybe my
done?
say
You
is
read
an
the book
equal
and I read
part.
the book. We've read the book together.
And you're automatically dismissing it as something that could be evil, even though it went into my mind when I read it.
All I am saying, Orenta, is that things which are dangerous are not necessarily evil. You are a dangerous woman, but you are not an evil woman. I'm saying we do not understand it.
A
And that is
book
a
isn't
very-
usually dangerous, though.
And
Voltage is the most
Jamra,
dangerous thing
I am
there
merely
is.
saying that this is not the time to understand it. Now, I would prefer to leave these tunnels. If anyone would like to investigate this room, please feel free. But think of me as the person that Jembus asked to ensure that you all come back alive. I no longer have the ability to heal any of you. Cyrenexia does not either. I do not know if you have potions with you, but this seems the worst possible time to try and understand a book that flattened Orentha to the floor.
Right, but is Nick's gonna let
We
you leave?
have no need for this book. We can look at it, but let's just give it to Nyx and take the money. I don't understand why everyone feels compelled to do anything else with it.
Well, here's the point then. How much do we trust Nyx with this book if we all think it's evil?
Well, that entirely is up to you. As for me, you see Nyx is standing there holding the book,
I'm not. How do you?
I believe.
No.
No, it's in my bag.
Yes, and I rolled a 14 stealth, which is over your passive perception, and a 15
I
sleight of hand,
have
which is
my.
also over
Okay,
passive
but I
perception.
have my elbow clamped over it. I physically have my hand on it. It is on my bag, but I have like full control manually over this book.
Okay, fair enough.
Would no one have been able to notice based on the passive perceptions?
I have
No,
the
At this
highest
point, no.
passive.
I
No,
have
because
two.
with that, if that's the case, then Nyx doesn't even try to steal it.
Yeah, like Milady is not even going to try it, but she looks at Nyx now and she says, "Nyx, would you be all right if I handed you the book once we exited these tunnels?"
When I get the book is of no consequence as long as I get it.
You will get it.
Then I think that is fair. I confess that I misunderstood your statement, Milady.
Thank
In
you.
If you
addition to
just
this,
believe that we should examine it at a later date, that is fine with me.
In addition to this, I have absolutely no problems if you wish to study this book. It is, after all, something that was agreed upon earlier. What
Very
is
well.
important to me is not who has the knowledge of the book, but who has the book in the first place.
All right.
Nick,
Like, that makes sense.
do you even know what the nectar?
Sorry, what
You
was
said,
that?
did you say that
Cut
again?
out.
I asked Nix if he even knew what the nectar crosses wanted to do.
From what I understand, it is simply the goal of not in the hands of those who would seek to use it for such destructive purposes.
So that's a no.
He just said he wanted to. It was to keep it safe. Listen. I don't trust the Nyctocrasis, but they have, for some reason, appointed themselves as either guardians or controllers of the city's underground. It's not out of character with them.
If they wanted to keep it out of the hands of, why not?
You're cutting out,
What?
Emily.
You're cutting out.
Sorry. If they wanted to keep it out of the hands of those who would use it for evil, why not just destroy it?
Because to the best of our knowledge, this is not something that can be destroyed as easily as you believe. Your friend there already struck it with her weapon and did less than nothing to it. Do you believe your fists could do any better? Items of this power and magnitude tend to be protected by powerful enchantments. They cannot be destroyed easily. God damn it.
And there start the sex jokes. Dick jokes are coming soon.
Done. I'm done with you. Done with you people. Get out.
I don't even get it. What it was referring to.
And
Do you know what
So-
fisting is?
No, I did. I do understand that.
it's
I just
fine.
don't know why it popped up.
It's fine. We're
I
fine.
I have
Anyway,
no clue.
so in lieu of destroying it so that no one can use it, we are going to make sure that no one uses it for the wrong reasons.
So, regardless, it seems that everybody is okay with us deciding or examining, or turning it over. Whatever is being done with it is not being done at this moment.
I agree, it would probably be best not in this particular moment, although there is certainly the possibility of finding a safer avenue of the tunnels and perusing it there. Bringing it up to the street level would perhaps not be the wisest of choices.
Regardless, I would, in that case, I would agree with Milady's suggestion. That remember, there are two other doors in this tunnel system. It would be best to discern what is behind them before we go about examining.
Fine.
For the sake of expediency, then, because you have already defeated the final boss.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
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 We
Hello.
all hear you.
Hi.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. But
Okay. I
For the sake
didn't
of-
hear anything that happened then.
For the sake of expediency, then, because you have already defeated
the final
this
boss.
room that you enter, does in fact contain 4 animated suits of armor and a mimic.
Ah!
Awesome.
Who we will say are defeated with Trindak only going down one more time because he only has 4 hit points. In
Trindak.
this particular
Always
room,
going
you
down one.
find a number of various tools and supplies seemingly used in creating and working with various inorganic substances, wood, metal, stone, similar things of that nature.
Is the armor valuable?
Not after you guys are finished with it.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Alright.
Is there like a just
Can
the
I
mimic have
harvest-
like a secret bit?
Can I
inside?
harvest mimic parts?
There aren't really mimic parts to harvest.
Jesus.
I will say, however, that of the tools, I will say, let me double check exactly what I want to do for this.
Ryan, if you want to use the book, it does have stuff for harvesting mimics.
Okay, that's
Like
fair.
unless you're saying it was destroyed. In the
For
fight.
this, for this, we're gonna say it was just destroyed because
Okay.
it makes life easier. However,
makes sense.
out of all of the tools that were there you have options right now. You can harvest 2 full tool sets right now. They can be carpenter's tools, alchemist tools, mason's tools, tinker's tools, and woodcarver's tools. Those are the 5 options. You can get 2 of them.
Oh. Can you say that again? Sorry. There were tinkerers, alchemists.
Okay, the options are alchemist supplies, carpenter's tools, mason's tools, tinker's tools, woodcarver's tools.
Mason.
Not to put too fine a point on it, but if we're gonna harvest it, we should probably just do alchemists and tinkers and then sell them to buy masons. Because
That's
they're worth
true.
5 times the price.
Yeah, that's true.
Sure.
Okay, so you
But
get
if someone wants masons now
No, it's
for the
fine.
rest
Okay.
of the dungeon,
Unless
don't
you really
really
want Mason's Milady.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Alchemist and tinkerers.
Okay. You also find approximately 100 gold pieces in that chest.
Okay.
This is not the chest that's the mimic, it's the other chest.
oh,
The mimic was just a mimic.
not inside the chest.
Yep. In this room, the only thing that you find is a ladder going upwards.
Does the ladder lead anywhere?
You arrive in what appears to be a modest single-story home.
Is it like a ladder that leads a roof to a story home? Or is it like a magic ladder?
Through a trapdoor
Okay.
to
Gotcha.
a somewhat well-furnished single-story home.
Are there any papers?
Make an investigation check for me, Arentha, if you would not mind. Or actually, no, this would be perception.
Where was this before?
You find a number of... You find various papers, most of them concerning with bill payments and various things, but you do find what appears to be a journal. The beginning of it is, as you skim through it, is relatively normal. describing various creations he's made, things that happen throughout the day. Then, about 2/3 of the way through, it suddenly gets much darker. Pondering the value of life, what does life even mean if it can be snatched away so quickly? What is the purpose of even having magic if you cannot use it to save people from diseases? No, that's not what you say. The last couple of entries detail
What the hell?
seem to have some sort of almost zealous fire behind them, as he really, really, why?
Oh God.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Zealous fire.
Guys, explain something really kind of dark, and you're over here making Venus jokes.
I'm sorry.
Shame.
Seeing him
I thought what
talking
you were
about
saying was
how
great.
he thinks he's found a way to bring her back. He's going to do whatever it takes. He doesn't matter what the risks are. It doesn't matter if he can get to see her again.
Hmm.
The very last entry you see in there says, "My early experiments have succeeded. It's time to move on to the final test. My love, I am coming for you."
Hmm.
And there are others.
Yeah, do we kill his early experiments, or?
You don't know.
Killed.
Yeah.
So
My suspicion is that perhaps the mimics or suits of armor were something.
take the journal. Did we search his body? We didn't search his
No,
body.
we didn't search him yet.
Go
No.
do that.
Can we search it?
You find another 50 gold pieces on him, and you also find an object that appears to be some sort of spellbook.
Ooh.
Can I search his apartment for anything valuable? Or any of it?
You probably find another 20 gold worth of various things, but the apartment itself, there's not a whole lot you can pinch from there.
Oh, jeez. Sorry, Jack.
It's okay.
Nick says, "Well, you were talking of a safer place in which to examine that tome. I don't suppose poor Nathaniel will be requiring his abode anymore, so..."
I feel kind of bad for the guy, but I mean, I know what he's doing is kind of messed up, but you know, I don't know.
It is sad.
Yeah.
It is.
Trindek, are you holding is your axe, are you just holding your axe right now?
It's like holstered right now.
Okay. Everyone whose passive perception is above... everyone whose passive perception is 12,
Yes.
which I believe is
Yes.
Arantha and Milady.
Mm-hmm.
Me too. I have 12.
Okay.
Not
Anyone
you.
else?
You're going crazy.
Okay, so Arantha, Trindek,
11, so no.
the three of you notice that Nyx, for some reason, keeps glancing at the hilt, that bone hilt
Yeah.
that is attached to Trindek's axe.
Milady's just gonna start watching next.
Arantha's always watching next.
Ooh.
I am not always watching this.
So were you suggesting?
If you wish to study it, this would be the time.
Domra, would you like to look at the book with me? We see different things in it, so maybe that would be interesting for us to both look at it. You?
Jack, we can't hear you.
Oh no.
Man down, man down.
Ah,
Alright, Milady just asks next, what's wrong?
Nothing.
Do I believe him?
Make an insight check.
Clearly.
So if I'm noticing this, considering he's staring at me particularly,
He's not looking at you. He's looking at the hilt of your weapon.
which isn't that still kind of me though?
And the moment Lady calls him out, he stops.
Ah, okay.
Jack had to leave for a second, so we're gonna continue without him.
Okay.
I'm here.
Oh,
He's here. Okay.
I said now.
oh!
Okay.
I thought you said no.
Jamra and Agate, are you intending to look through the book at the moment?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Is
Skimming
this
through
the book that I have in my...
Is Milady handing it over to look through?
Milady refuses to do things like that because we have not left the tunnels.
We are in a house on the surface now.
But can we get out onto the street?
I would not recommend bringing the book onto the street.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, can we be out on the street, or do we actually have a way to exit this place?
Yes. The
Oh yeah,
front
no,
door
the
of
house just empties out onto
House.
This is
Oh, okay. Great. Then yes.
this is just a normal house.
We'll bring it out, and then I'm drawing my longsword to knock the book out of someone's hand if needed.
So Jamra and Agate, you lean over and begin reading this book. It is, in short, a instructional guide on how to craft flesh golems. As you're reading it, the details on how to do it are kind of horrific.
Yeah.
It's certainly a grisly process, to say the least. Think Frankenstein, but way more R-rated.
Thanks.
There's nothing that strikes you about it that's particularly... Actually, you know what? Jamra, specifically, make for me an Arcana check, if you wouldn't mind.
Okay. 22.
Hey.
Nothing in this book strikes you as particularly forbidden according to the laws that you are aware of. Specifically the laws of the city of Brass. You're also not aware of any particular laws against this, but it's probably highly frowned upon, and certainly some of the aspects of it, for example, desecration of a corpse.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
You can definitely see why this was something that had to come through the underground in order for Nathaniel to get his hands on it. Because you are reading this, I will give you the following pieces of information. Flesh golems. They are constructs, obviously. They are immune to lightning, poison, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical...
Well, say that last sentence again. Non-magic.
Non-magic weapons that are not made out of adamantine.
Okay.
They're just totally immune to it. Wow.
Yes. They cannot be charmed. They never tire. They cannot be frightened. They cannot be paralyzed or petrified, and they are immune to poison, so they cannot be poisoned either.
Okay.
You know that lightning will heal them.
Ooh.
They are generally resistant to magic, meaning they have advantage on saving throws against spells and magical effects. And they cannot be transformed. Meaning polymorph or any spell like that, the flesh golem is completely immune to. However, They are seriously weakened by fire. If they take fire damage, they have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the end of their next turn.
Oh,
Oh.
jeez.
Yes.
Drama coming in clutch.
Glad it worked. That'd have been real bad.
That is
Particularly
the
if Trindex was
information.
there.
That is the information you get.
Okay. I think we've learned what we can, Drama, and
Yes.
let's give Nyx the book. I don't think we're gonna do any good by keeping it.
I think I agree with you. We
Do
have
do you relay the information to us, or are you keeping it?
Yeah, I will do so in a general way that essentially just
Okay. Yeah.
saying that very, very lucky.
So it seems that it's not like this book is gonna go kill somebody unless, well, they can't handle it, but it doesn't
Hey.
seem necessarily evil.
It does not have a mind. It is just a book, and it is a
But it has something. Some essence to it that is not good. Cyrenexia, can't you tell whether something is evil?
It is dangerous to the unwary, but it is not. It doesn't have a will of its own.
Do you want to make Cyrenexia do a detect good and evil?
Yeah. I don't think she has any more spells left. But I
She
don't know.
doesn't need it. She just can do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Paladin.
She'll use her divine sense.
Divine Sense, if I remember correctly, senses the presence of
Oh, yeah, I think that's
Oh,
Fae
it's
and
like
Fiend.
Fae.
specific creatures rather than.
Oh.
Undead.
Let me double check. Hold on, I'm just going back up to it.
It's detect good and evil. That's a spell.
You know, until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
Right.
So she does use Divine Sense. You do not feel any celestial, fiendish, or undead presence anywhere in the immediate vicinity.
She will convey that, but say that it is not a surefire detection of any danger. Just that it eliminates the likely suspects.
Does she have detect good and evil, Jack?
It doesn't exist like it used to.
I think it's still a
It's a
thing.
different spell.
Detect good and evil. No, she does not have that as a spell.
Actually, well, no, she has access to it. I doubt she took it.
Actually, no, she did.
It's a first level spell.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel like I remember her using it at some point.
you're right.
But does she have spell slots?
She has one slot.
Okay. She casts Detect Good and Evil.
It's basically the same thing.
Yep.
In fact, I don't
Aberration
know why she took
celestial
it.
element.
Why did she prepare this at all? I guess it's a little bit more inclusive.
It's significantly more inclusive. None of those... The book does not trigger any of those things.
I think it's more character driven that Derek decided to prepare that spell.
Well, paladins don't prepare spells. They're much closer to sorcerers in that they choose what spells they get rather than getting access to the lists or being able to learn new ones like do.
What's his other class? It's Paladin and what?
Sorcerer.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to, if it's okay with everyone, I'm going to take a look at genre. I'm going to close the book and I'm going to walk it over and hand it to Nyx.
Thank you.
Yeah, Trindex
Takes
not gonna.
Swings the small pack off of his back, opens it, deposits the book into it, and pulls out another small chest.
Wonderful. Milady puts away her sword.
The other half of the funds,
The small chest.
as promised. And he places the chest on the table in front of all of you.
Good.
Great. What are we doing with the 170 gold that we picked up earlier?
Dividing it.
Divided evenly.
I presume we can sell the two toolkits.
Yep.
In which case, and then if we then subtract the 10 gold for the mason kit you wanted, Maria, we're left with 90 remaining from that.
So in total,
Wait,
we
so in
have-
total it's 260?
Plus
260
500.
plus 500.
But we're
Yeah,
only
I-
dividing by 6 for some of it, not 7.
Correct. Plus
So
the
it's being
500 we got
divided with
last time.
Nix.
No, it is not being
it's
divided
not
with
being
Nix.
divided.
Nothing's being divided with Nix at all?
No, he was the guy who paid us to do this.
I know. But the loot.
So it's being divided by 6. Jarma, Milady, Agate, Arentha, Trindex, Aranexia. 6.
did we already divide the first 500?
Yes.
No.
No.
No?
Yeah. Okay. So
I
we
don't
have to
think
divide.
I'm
We
not
have to
seeing it
divide
on my-
1,200. We have to divide 1,200. Or 1,260 by 6.
Okay, 210 per person. Jeez.
Okay, 210.
Okay.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Thanks, math people.
You're welcome. It was so hard because the numbers kept changing.
Sure.
Thanks.
We'll see how much Derek will decide to pay me back with that.
He owes you
How-
a lot of money.
How much
He
does
does.
he owe you?
I think as of the last session he was here, somewhere in the 600s.
Jeez.
Because I
For
gave
that
him
armor.
I
Plate
gave
armor's
him like
expensive.
700 gold. So and then he paid me back like 50 at the start of last session.
Wow.
Plate armor's expensive. Anyway.
He wanted it.
I mean, I'm not gonna hound him for it. I don't really.
I
Like
think
Trindeck doesn't really need that much gold.
right.